You know the bar sports news back at you with the slip slapper. You heard me? Hit that like, share, and subscribe. You feel me? And don't forget to leave a comment. We got action. You know, people always give us ammo, especially the real. So it's up to you if you want to talk about it. That's all I'm gonna say. But we got action this morning, man. Like I said, I've been doing my homework. You feel me? I've been just jotting the thing down, saving certain videos for y'all. I like doing this way that you can bring people up if you got their contacts. So I'm cool with that. You feel me? So let's check this out right quick. I got something dealing with the role player. Cause this nigga holding the NBA hostage, bro, and that's some foul shit. And I don't see why Adam Silver don't put his fucking foot down. Why the fuck you holding the league up to my you can't make the schedule because of this bump? The nigga don't play D, man. What the fuck, man? Y'all ain't forcing this nigga to retire yet, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas hold, man. I should have pushed that nigga off the cliff. Push his ass down. The nigga belong in the wheelchair, man. Boy, man, 21 points. John was averaging 20 with the Wizards on a bad knee. Ain't nothing wrong with that nigga. He ain't number 41, about to be 42 this year. He decided to keep playing. That's his fault. Fuck, man, y'all tripping, man. Keep baby finding those bitch ass niggas, man. The whole out here. Y'all done bad, bro. Kick that nigga to the curb, man. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, please, man. I'm coming with that banger this morning. For real, for real.
James is always fair that he packs his team, which because he's always packed his team. Because he's chasing this imaginary Michael Jordan ghost. What he need to let go. He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? They got there's nothing to chase. He's not chasing the ghost or anything like that.
You've made some waves talking about Michael Jordan. You told a group of kids at a skills camp that you are chasing the ghost of this guy who played in Chicago.
The ghost played in Chicago. I think it's cool to put myself in position to be one of those great players, but if I could ever put myself in position to be the greatest player, that would be something extraordinary.
Any media person I see in person for the rest of my life who try to tell me LeBron's ain't as good as Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of him right on the spot. He spends more time talking about he's the GOAT, and Michael Jordan said, I never say I'm the GOAT.
When it comes to the majority of NBA pundits in the mainstream, or commentators, analysts, there's people on the sidelines. Their value, their worth is based off a couple of things. First off, who you know, what you know, and what areas you can push about the players or their.
Shams finds these things out. Don't tell me how he finds.
I know y'all already know who this is. Uncut Hoops. He drives some good content, but they be fabricating when it comes to certain people too, though. Like, but they always drive good content. Like, as far as don't hold them accountable, but they be cooking niggas like the role player. But they don't be cooking other people like Luke, and they always praise them even when they put up numbers and lose. So you got to keep the playing field even, you dig? So I got more videos about this type shit on here though, for real, for real. So I'm gonna be dropping more content because it's about the draft is over. Everybody, the spring, summer time where they got the thing in Las Vegas. So I'm gonna check out a couple of those, like, cause that's the young people. I'm gonna give them a chance. I don't want to fuck with them old heads though. I ain't gonna lie. Hell no. They done fucked up the whole fucking product, man. They done Nicky Barnes the league, man. If you get your shit from Frank Lucas, you ain't gotta touch it, man. Move that shit out there. You know it's post, so you trying to cut it and you gonna still call it Blue Magic? Nah, this ain't the 90s, this ain't the 80s. Not even the early 2000s. This shit is so watered down, bro. I'm like, oh man, what are we watching? But as you can see, dog, them younger teams that's building it the right way, they playing hard, they giving it they all. And I think the league gonna be in a good spot, bro. You feel me? I think the league I got a lot to say. They can bring it back if they push these niggas off the cliff, man. Cliffhanger these motherfucking old ass niggas. Kevin Durant, Steph need to go. Brian need to go, and especially Sheetrock with his bitch ass. The four horsemen need to retire, man. Ric Flair, Arn Anderson looking ass, man. Fuck. Damn.
Finds these things out. I really have no idea how he finds these things out. I did not tell him that.
You lying?
Yeah.
Nowadays in 2026, it's more so who you know than what you know. As looking at ESPN, there's clearly certain mandates, certain things you can say, and other things are off limits that you flat out cannot mention. Now, in that ecosystem, there's one guy in the media who's kind of above it all, and that, of course, is Charles Barkley. As looking at his brand, almost the exact opposite of the mainstream pundits. As it comes to players, superstars, even some agents, not afraid to push back, tell the truth, even when it hurts.
I was so disappointed, his passiveness, and it drained all the energy out of the rest of the Cavaliers. That left me mad more than anything. For him to come out and play like that with the game on the line, just be so passive.
Just did not seem mentally or emotionally.
He packed it in.
I mean, he gave up, right?
He gave up. He gave up.
It seemed like he gave up.
So, stopping that clip right there very quickly, that's the 2018 finals nearly a decade ago. That clip right there has aged like fine wine for multiple reasons. First off, Charles in that moment telling the truth. The guys around him who were a little hesitant, holding back, once Charles broke the dam, they chimed in, added in what they really thought. Charles Barkley in a lot of ways is the voice of the common fan. And once he says something, people also agree with him but won't really say it. Even they'll come out and co-sign it, because in reality, everyone saw the same thing in 2018, which is LeBron James quitting and packing his bags for LA. Now, speaking of LeBron James leaving teams, 2026, the exact same thing. And look at LeBron's track record. When he leaves teams, how he leaves teams, it's always pretty fun. 10 versus one of the East semis, lost 3 straight, quit on his team, and packed his bags for South Beach. And speaking of South Beach, because LeBron quitting, in 2014, they got their own taste of that versus the Spurs. As of course, in that year's finals, the Heat got waxed.
Check this out, y'all. Read that. The Heat organization knew he was leaving and checked out on the finals. The stats, with this here, the stats, she looked it like he was trying to, well, Miami believed he checked out. Dave, now, what's his name? Dan Laboratory. So they believe he checked out before he was decided, especially in that 2014 final. That's why the nigga talking about you catching cramps and all that. Come on, dog. And the whole trip part about it, how I know this nigga phony, because you ran from D-Wade talking about he was declining but called a man to come help you in Cleveland. Come on, dog. Make it make sense. So why the fuck you ran? If you still want these players to run and leave and follow you, like, you the messiah. Come on, dog. Like, come on, bro. That's why them dudes starting to expose your ass, especially the ones that's retired, who played with you. A lot of Chalmers, a lot of them niggas killing you. The White, the Wade starting to expose you. Carmelo been put you on blast ever since you stole his teammates. And he called your bitch ass body. Like, you be doing some frosted flakes. No, that ain't frosted. You corn flakes, nigga. You not even frosted flakes. You the one with the chicken on the body. You ain't throwing it a tiger. I don't know why niggas keep trying to cater to your bitch ass. Like, you the end all be all. Boy, you don't see what Wemby and Shea them doing? You ain't see what Harper did in the finals? Stop playing, man. You is crazy, boy, if you think this shit supposed to just revolve around you and your nappy head ass son. How did man catch a cardiac arrest or whatever? I'm glad he shook back and you forced this man just so you can make it look good like you're a great father. Man, let that dude be a gamer, man. One day in the league, that many you playing in the pro, man. Y'all fucking with that little dude head like that, man. Cause you wanna make it seem like that's part of making you a GOAT. That's part of the GOAT. Like say nobody never did that. But they ain't helping you win no game. They ain't helping you win a motherfucking thing. But then you won't complain about the roster. Then you won't run after you create all these people picks and got rid of all these. All them people had power. They had Zubac, Caruso, Ball, Ingram, Josh Hart. Nigga, oh, Kuzma, KCP. Man, come on, man. You had a championship roster, but they talking about you a GM, and you got rid of both of your bigs to go get Russell Westbrook. It messed up everything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. How you doing? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You feel me? And you be trying to fix shit that ain't even broke. Like where they do that at? Only thing you gotta do is work on your game. And you refuse to do that. So you want people to believe because you say I make the right basketball play, that's gonna bail you out. Nigga, you the star of the team. You be bulldozing throughout the whole game. Why you can't do that to that? Every time it get down to crunch time, you evaporate like some water in the pot. You know how you put the water in the pot and you cut the bitch out and come back, the water done balled out that motherfucker. That's how fast he fizzled out. That's crazy, dog, to say you supposed to be a goat and you don't want that smoke. How? A nigga call you a bitch and you get mad and you won't fight the nigga. But nigga been using you for a dust mite since you came in the league. For real. That's why you call yourself going to Miami. And that's another thing people don't be want to talk about, bro. And check this out, and then I'm play the video. Bro, everybody that you affiliated yourself with, Tristan Thompson, your wife, your trainer, your best friend, Randy Mill, whatever his name is. He look like he on that juice. No neck ass nigga. But all them dudes got investigated but you. Your circle getting popped. So all them supposed to take the blow for you, and we already know what you did for them 2 weeks. We know what you did. You can't hide that. For real, for real.
As of course, next year's finals, the Heat got waxed. You know, LeBron got his numbers, but the opponents of Miami, people in Miami, felt LeBron James kind of quit and kind of packed it in. That right there is a big-time theme of LeBron's career. When things get tough, the help declines ever so slightly, he'll jump ship, leave, and stack the deck elsewhere. And looking at that Cleveland move, the narrative behind it, the story behind it was LeBron James. He's returning home to finish what he started. That right there is a beautiful narrative, perfectly crafted by a PR team. But in reality, what it boils down to is LeBron James winning a cheap ring, the easy ring.
Who's ready to break down math? I started posting math lessons on TikTok. I went from a class of 30 to teaching millions. Your ranges are big. Now it's parents, teachers, all finding new ways to connect with math.
Pokemon card values online versus this new trading card app. This Charizard number 154.
A PR team. But in reality, what it boils down to is LeBron James winning a cheap ring, the easy ring.
The biggest criticism of LeBron James has always been that he packs his team.
Flashback. It would sort of seem to imply that this was a non-basketball decision, that he was just going to make this decision based on his love of Northeast Ohio. But that's patently untrue. I mean, if Kyrie Irving would have ripped his Achilles in the last week of the season, and the Cavs would end up having, say, the 9th pick in the lottery instead of the 1st pick, do you think he would go to Cleveland?
No.
Do you think it's suspicious that Anthony Bennett and Andrew Wiggins were not in that Sports Illustrated letter? Because I did. That was my first reaction reading that. Like, wow, these guys aren't in the letter.
I don't think it's suspicious. I think it was intentional.
I do too.
I have to be careful how I say this because I've been getting myself in trouble for saying stuff like that I shouldn't be saying. LeBron has expected Kevin Love to be a teammate of his for several weeks.
I rest my case.
Now, that right there for LeBron's track record, his history, is some pretty important context and backstory. As fast forward 12 years later from 2014, now 2026, LeBron James almost pulling the exact same thing. As of course this summer, holding the entire NBA hostage with a decision 4.0. This right from LeBron James is the most LeBron James thing possible.
Talked to LeBron James' agent, Rich Paul, and he said LeBron James has all the information needed. So now it's all up to LeBron James to make a decision.
Well, we're waiting.
If we're being honest, looking at LeBron James, he's known since Game 4 versus Oklahoma City where he's going this summer. This entire will I, won't I game is all PR nonsense to get attention. LeBron and his camp, they crave that more than anything. Positive, negative, does not matter. Attention is all they want. And to their credit, they've gotten tons of it so far in July. And looking at someone like Rich Paul, LeBron's puppet master, the narrative this guy's pushing LeBron James is wanted by every NBA team. Now, are there teams that want LeBron James? I imagine so. Are they dumb for wanting LeBron James? I would say yes. But saying all 30 teams want him, every team wants him, is a flat-out lie and gross exaggeration. Looking at what LeBron brings to a team now at age 41, in terms of winning, putting over the top, it's very, very little. So the idea of teams leaving in voicemails, begging him to come to their team, that's all PR nonsense, clutch support spin. It's not really going down.
If he goes to Philly, people going to say he's ring chasing to catch Michael. If he goes to Golden State, they're going to say he's ring chasing. He don't have no affiliation to Philadelphia or Golden State.
He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? He got 4. There's nothing to chase. He's not chasing a ghost or anything like that. But when you've worked this hard to position yourself the way you have, and you can actually decide what you want to do, who wouldn't take it?
See, when you got people that's powerful like that and put you in good places, you can get on there and talk like that. That's why Shannon Sharp tried to cover when they told her about them clutch checks. Because the way you be riding, boy, I don't know. You think you got a whole pasture with number of horses on that thing. You feel me? You can't say nothing bad about the role players. Not in no way, Jose. No, if you watch the role player the last 6 years, you would know this nigga, man, come on, boy. Even in 2020, he wasn't like, thought they had defenders on that team. So you can roam, you can look athletic, you can bulldoze, then you got Anthony Davis. Now you had 2 centers. One led his team to the championship by beating your ass, and JaVale McGee got 2 of them things, I think, with Golden State. So he became a solid center, know his role, a rim runner. Golden State was put together nice. You see what I'm saying? But you could tell they was running out of gas because they gave up too much for Kevin Durant. You could have signed half of them niggas and got the production that Kevin Durant had and still been deep. Fuck that 73-9 record. Run that shit back. You feel what I'm saying? But that just goes to show you the mentality and how weak this era is. They run from that smoke, and you want us to put you in the top echelon for the people who ain't had the opportunity and who ain't won't do it because they wanted to play against the best. They ain't want water with the league, but they try to complain about our expansion teams and all that. Boy, Orlando went to the finals. Toronto and Vancouver was side of the team with Side of Mind, all them boys with Big Country, with Big Country Brian Reeves, I think that's his name, the little dude Reeves. They had a side team, Stroh Miles Swift jumping out of the gym. Y'all act like every expansion team came in and ever hurt us or something. No, they only got better. They got better, boy. You tripping. Y'all can't do that, though. Because y'all water whipping the league anyway. Y'all need the expansion team to break up that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody's supposed to have their own team and build through the draft, hit on the free agent here and there. Get what you need and not what you want. Get back to the fundamentals. You notice y'all don't have no 5s. Fuck the enforcers. Y'all don't have no 5s and no 4s that can really play back to the basket, post up, or face up, jab step, and hit that little mid range. Everything is a 3. Everything is a 3. You're not about to win no championship doing that. That's why them younger teams running their stupid ass out the gym. Them younger teams running their old ass out the gym, and I'm loving it. Like McDonald's, now I'm gonna eat that shit.
Advantage of that. For someone like Rich Paul, gotta give him tons of credit. One of the greatest liars of our time. As looking at his lies, they're not well-crafted, sophisticated, riddles to uncover. Rich Paul's lies are blatant, and he's unashamed with any of them. That's why Rich Paul is one of the greatest liars of our time. This guy and his camp around him, they have no shame. And then it comes to LeBron chasing. LeBron's entire career has been the MO since Jump Street. Look at the 2 teams right now leading the LeBron sweepstakes. The Cleveland Cavaliers and Philadelphia 76ers. What do these 2 teams have in common? Of course, they play in the Eastern Conference, but also have multiple All-Stars on the roster, even without LeBron James currently joining it. As looking at Philly, debatably right now, the favorites from the East, minus LeBron James. As of course, they have Maxey, an All-NBA guard, Jalen Brown, an All-NBA forward, edge come from his young players in the NBA, and Joel Embiid, when he's healthy, is still serviceable. Looking at that team, LeBron joining them aside, they're one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, regardless. If LeBron joins that team, that stacked roster, there's never had a ring chase and desperate attempt at championship number 5. Now look at Cleveland coming home part 2 for his 3rd stint. For Cavaliers fans, I mean, do you guys have any respect for yourselves? This guy leaves you, joins you, comes back, only when you have talent, multiple All-Stars on your roster. As looking at this team, just like Philly, a blatant ring chase and a cheap attempt for ring number 2 in Cleveland. As right now I have Mitchell, an All-NBA guard, James Harden, All-Star guard, Mobley, from the best defenders in the league, and Jared Allen, also an elite rim protector. This team, even last year, one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. And of course, 2 years ago, when he's staggering 64 games. For a lot of LeBron fans right now, there's a big-time contradiction. As he joins Philadelphia or Cleveland, we're going to say repeatedly that those teams aren't super teams, and LeBron's not ring chasing. But simultaneously to them, LeBron James, still a top 20 player, an elite NBA player. If you actually believe that LeBron's that great, that good, even at age 41, if he joins those teams, is undoubtedly a ring chase, and those teams are in fact super teams.
He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? He got 4. There's nothing to chase. He's not chasing the ghost or anything like that.
It's not a lie. If you
So, Rich Paul, you want me to believe you or him? Because he didn't want to say he's chasing the ghost. So why should we believe you when we already know how you coming about this young man and how you? I'm talking about the snake is alive. It's alive. Like Magnificent Martin is alive. Y'all nigga boy, I ain't never seen a person just don't want to tell the truth. Like all for clicks, narratives, lives, and ratings. Just to keep something to talk about. But that's cool, because guess what? That makes us expose him even much more and tell the truth about him. We already know you got a lynch mob. But he ain't Ice Cube. He ain't about to fight back. That's why you got y'all doing it. The worst thing he could keep saying is I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Well, nigga knew you ain't no goddamn GOAT. Nigga been got off that subject. For real, for real. Only thing you gotta type in LeBron fans. Watch the highlights of Michael Jordan mixtape or something. And you gonna see what I'm talking about. Boy, everybody changed their mind. LeBron ain't doing that. The role play can't do that. I'll be tripping out. That's what I'm gonna come with next too. We gonna react to all the LeBron section with the G-string sniffers, and we gonna react to that too. I'm gonna show y'all how many people done changed their fucking mind after they watched that Michael Jordan mixtape or something. Michael Jordan 50 greatest plays. Man, that boy ain't doing nothing like that. Nothing like that. And y'all know it. But y'all talking about he better than him. Because he bulldozed his weak ass era and he get all those points inside the paint. And he shoot a high percentage. Shit, DeAndre Jordan, Tyson Chandler, Shaquille O'Neal, everybody, whoever close to the basket supposed to shoot fucking layup, man. Come on, man. Who y'all think y'all kidding? Who think you talking? We do this, man. If you had 4s and 5s down there, like before Bogut got hurt, that's why they was down 3-1, because that nigga couldn't attack the paint like he wanted to. Because they had that fucking 7'3" down there. Green Giant. Bogut started that nigga from going down there, ball down 3-1. And he had Kyrie and Kevin Love, so I don't want to hear nothing about all that. Because he was down 3-1 with him, and he was up 2-1 without him. So y'all niggas be tripping, man. Y'all be cooking yourself. That's why I don't, the more he talk, the more I'm going to keep flaming him, I'm talking about Puff the Magic Dragon flame his fucking ass. I'm gonna hit him right in that ball spot too. I'm gonna make sure that bitch get wide. His line about to catch up with that ball spot. After I fall back, his line is gone. And then what the fuck he be brushing? He be on every interview brushing. Well, your fucking scalp gonna be bleeding. Fuck you brushing, nigga. Like, come on, man. You see you ain't got no fucking. I ain't never seen a nigga brushing eye relief. I ain't no nigga still get eye relief. And then you be trying to cut it so low so a nigga can't see that pine in the middle of your fucking head, but a nigga still be saying that pine. Boy, you can't hide that bitch. That bitch wide. That bitch look like a tornado that hit that bitch. Poor dart that Toto. Nigga done took all the middle out your fucking head. You stressing out there trying to cheat and still getting your ass whooped. I know that stress. They ain't come from nothing else. Boy, you too young, boy. I'm older than you. Got all my hair. Boy, what's wrong with you? What you got, rabies or something, boy? You tripping. You better retire. And this is another thing I want to talk about. Hold on, let me let this play because I'm almost finished.
Believe it.
A lot of times for the LeBron James fan base, when they deny something so adamantly, say he's not ring chasing, not chasing goes, it's kind of an admission deep down. They know in fact he is ring chasing and chasing the goes. That is Michael Jordan. As of course LeBron's own words post 2016, this guy said out in the open he's chasing the goes. That is Michael Jordan. Now fast forward a decade, LeBron James hasn't caught Jordan, hasn't caught that goes, so his camp now revert to. You know, he's not chasing anything. That ghost doesn't exist. LeBron never said that. For LeBron's camp right here, they made a crucial mistake. After the 2016 finals, they made it abundantly clear for Jordan, he was the bar, the person they were chasing, the quote-unquote ghost. When you make that declarative statement, you know, I'm going after Jordan, and you don't get there, you gotta admit, he was kind of a failure.
Fires a laser! What's this? Cinema's pulling their goalie. Bring the match home. Share a pitch back. Only at Auntie Anne's.
This little light of mine has been dark for quite some time.
You know, I'm going after Jordan, and you don't get there, you gotta admit, he was kind of a failure.
Because he's chasing this imaginary Michael Jordan ghost. Would he need to let go? He spends more time talking about he's the GOAT, and Michael Jordan says, I never say I'm the GOAT.
So that right there is in the video, and I'll say one last thing. The entire decision 4.0, LeBron taking also to pick his team, comes down to one thing and one thing only: getting attention and making things about me. LeBron in this scenario has maybe 2 or 3 teams that actually want him, and maybe one team that wants him desperately. What this comes down to LeBron James is an ego play and wanting to feel valued. If you think every NBA team won LeBron James, you're kidding yourself. If you think half the teams won LeBron James, you're also pretty high. If you think 10 teams wanted him, I'd say you're exaggerating. The entire LeBron sweepstakes were at most 3 to 4 teams. It wasn't 8, 10, 20, the entire league. As again, looking at LeBron's skill set, on certain nights, can turn back the clock. The majority of nights, the turnstile plays no off-ball defense, and his outside shot is completely unreliable.
LeBron trying to attack the rim. Instead, he's going to...
So long story short, looking at LeBron's shooters, the Golden State thing, I don't buy that. I think it was all leverage play to make LeBron look valued when he really wasn't. The Philadelphia thing, I think it's too late of a ring chase, too much of a stacked deck. For Philadelphia, there is no LeBron-Philly connection. There's nothing really there. The only thing that makes sense on multiple levels is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Of course, the returning home narrative. He's played for the Cavaliers, and he started his career with them in 2004. That right there, LeBron James, is him going full circle back to Cleveland for the 3rd time. So if I had to predict LeBron James where he's going, Cleveland's the place, and honestly, it always has been. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Put audio. I got one more like I told y'all. And I want to break something down right quick. Check it out. Like I was saying before, I want to let that video finish playing. Man, look, let's keep it a bean like y'all say. Let's keep it a bean. Whatever that means. I don't know what it means. I ain't mean never say no shit like that. But anyway. Bruh, I just got off from work. I ain't been asleep yet. You see my eye, boy, I've been up since, 6 o'clock, 6:30 yesterday. Went to work at 9, got off at 5. So I'm trying to bring y'all content, good content. So let's break this shit down from this first video. You got 5 teams that you handpicked I know Raymond did what he did with the money. You see what I'm saying? And get you to come over there. Come on, man. Steph already said twice. Look, I ain't worrying about that all that, man. That's him and him doing that. That's why I say Steph need to take control of his own team. And nigga, you the superstar. You can get that nigga from around you. What you scared of? What he done bat you up in the back or something? Why you scared of the Raymond like that? You let the man tear everything down, bro. I'm talking about from scratch. Y'all done built this shit up. And remember, Paul Jackson, salute. That man had all the credit. Y'all gonna let this bum role player come over there and try to no. Then you know you're gonna bring Al Sharpton with it. Don't do that, bro. Come on, stop, bro. Just at least have some integrity for the fucking league still, bro. You led to the fucking movie and everybody else been running around like rats and roaches around this bitch. You is the last of the Mohican, man. Stay 10 toes down and run that nigga somewhere else. Don't let him come over there. I wouldn't let him come over there at all, man. Fuck that nigga, man. And there's another thing. Pat Riley, you bitch you. If you bring that nigga back after he snuck out the back door and ain't tell y'all nothing and cried over some milk and cookies, nigga, you a whole out here. I ain't fucking with you neither, nigga. Why y'all letting the nigga pick y'all like this, man? What the fuck he is? What he got over y'all that y'all so scared of this nigga? I'm just being honest, but like Future say, I'm just being honest, man. What he got over y'all that y'all can't even accept the fact that this dude don't have it no more? Push him out the way. Like they be using it for a dust mop anyway. Man never fought back, swung back, had a fight. He elbowed a nigga and nigga went Hulk mode on him and he down and ran out the stadium. Like, what the fuck, man? You know he ain't wrong, but you didn't want that smoke with that boy Stewart Predator. You didn't want that smoke with that boy. And if I was Stewart, the nigga wouldn't have been the whole me. I'm already gonna have big and heavy niggas. You ain't got no real fours and fives out here. I'd have ran through that big like Bo Jackson and got to that nigga. Got it licked off anyway, cause y'all gonna suspend me anyway, man. You're gonna put a pussy over my eye. Man, blood gotta drop like my cousin said, man. Blood gotta drop. I'm about to bulldoze my way to get to this nigga. This nigga ain't had a fight check. In our era, boy, you better not do that shit. See, that's why the bitches can't run out there. Boy, he was the coach. You seen Stan Van Gundy out there, man. Stop playing. I mean, Jeff, not Stan, but that was Jeff. Nigga, all on nigga ankle like a little chihuahua. Yeah, bitch, don't play coaches and all clear the bench. So what happened with the Malice and the Paladins? Last of the Mohican. Bitch, I don't give a fuck who threw that cup of ice. Bill, whatever the fuck it was. Bitch, we about to bombard this bitch and the whole team. Gonna jump on your fucking ass like red beans. Y'all niggas ain't built like that, man. Y'all niggas be like these niggas. Y'all push y'all around. It's another thing. I remember they asked you a question and you gonna talk about something. I just won't live. What the fuck you said that for? What that mean? You just won't live. Don't get scared now, nigga. Don't get scared now, cause they ain't remember the time. You at the end of time, nigga. Michael been gone. So they ain't no remember the time no more. You at the end of time, like Tupac. You feel me? You at the end of time. And time is ticking, ticking. You out here looking sad, but they be playing. They be cherry picking on other back on defense. They be getting them to eat that left and don't like you a big dog. Looking like a fucking gorilla out there, fucking straight monkey. Caesar looking there. You fucked me up with that one. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Man, you talking about I just gonna live. So I looked that up, and you know when you on Google or you YouTube some shit, all that shit that come up dealing with that topic, don't boom. Niggas talking about that shit, nigga breaking that shit down. Then you know you got that blue leg shit right there and all that. Man, look, boy, you better wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Man, you better wake the fuck up. And it ain't funny how you pass COVID and they think the man died. Come on, love. Now you talking about Philly. What you going to Philly for? Why they ain't much on the radar? People don't need you, man. Like, why you go? Yo, you really out here looking like Curly, Larry, and Moe by yourself. The three fucking stooges, you and your son. It's just two of y'all. The two stooges. JJ and Michael. Just pitiful, 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 bro. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna be out here still trying to prove a motherfucking point. What you trying to score 100,000 points? You sure ain't about to win no more rain. They better not let you pass Kobe, tie that man like that, dog. When Kobe had the fucking the dog, yo. It was more Shaq with his ego because he did it to Penny. He a bitch ass nigga too. You could have way more rank than that. Nigga, you the one thought you was really Superman, bitch. Like for real, for real. You should have stayed this Slim Shack in Orlando. More agile, quick on your feet, like that. But I I like the Diesel, but give me the Orlando. Like the run the flow Orlando, yeah, that and they were bringing backbones and shit. Yeah, it's tearing it down. Then I watched that boy LSU with Chris Jackson, man. That team was nice. They made a little noise. But Shaq fucked up a lot of shit, dog. And, you know, salute to Charles Barkley, man, because he the only one be like, everybody else be trying to help up for him and save that nigga. Man, don't save him. He don't want to be saved. You play the game to win the game. So if you out there, you look like ass, shit, water, trash, we gonna talk about it. Point blank period. We gonna call it out. We gonna break it down. Like y'all break down them switches and them bagwoods. And guess what? We gonna smoke his ass. Bottom line. Them game silvers, whatever y'all be smoking out there. We gonna break it down. We gonna roll him up and we gonna smoke his ass. Bottom line. Cause you shouldn't be playing, dog. You shouldn't be playing. What's up, Polo baby? Salute top of the morning, big dog. You still out here trying to prove a point for what? Philly don't need you. Go. Jimmy Butler just need to come back healthy. He ain't Janko to me no more. He don't play for us no more. So I don't care what you do. I bleed that black and red, and I bleed that red and blue. Because we got a team now, so I'm always support the home team. I gotta fuck with the Pels. Zion need to get his gumbo eating ass from now. Ain't no more fucking roast beef, jean clothes, bitch. They been closed jeans down. Get your funk ass from now. You wanna go to New York? They already won the championship, so New York don't fucking need you. Just give us some night draft and give us OG Ananobi and give us Josh Hart back. And you could have that bum ass nigga with a draft pick. I'm just saying. Give me something. You know what I mean? I don't need no superstar back for you because that's what the draft be loaded. Salute to T Price and salute to Polo here in the chat right now where they be on that, watching that type stuff. They know about that. I've been off college for a minute. I do mess with the football though. But I've been start watching basketball. I ain't gonna lie. It just don't please me no more. Like no disrespect to Kyrie Irving. When you got a nigga miss the whole season, he still go number one. Come on, man. Man, play 11 games, man. What the fuck? Woo. I'll be pushing these niggas like put this old nigga out the way. Clip this nigga or something. Just sit him down in a wheelchair. Roll him to the end of the stairs. And don't put the brakes on it and forget. Oh, I forgot something. And turn around and then go to the. Oh, do something, man. Fuck. Y'all just got this nigga running like the Tan Man and devil around this bitch, fucking up everything. Everything he touched, he fucked up. You don't see nothing wrong with that? Anthony Davis way in Washington. How the fuck this man get in? This man been on 3 teams in less than 2 years. How the fuck he get way in Washington? Fucking with that role player. I told y'all, stop going fuck with that bum ass nigga. You niggas always want to go run over there and help this nigga, but when y'all win, y'all don't get no credit. And he can't stay healthy. He Terry Claw. He did, he that. Kyrie's being stubborn, but you gotta try to get the man traded for Chris Paul or somebody. You try to sneak and trade, that man got to whip for that shit. That's a real nigga though. Supposed to be my brother. I let you back on. This nigga, this is my team. Nigga, you can't run your ass back over here. Coming home, hey there. Nigga, you down bad. You wasn't even supposed to go fucking with that. That's why you only got one ring. You went 1-3. You went 4 times, nigga. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. And people swear to God, you got a jumper. No, you don't. I just like give you the benefit of the doubt sometimes. Cause it ain't always good to bash a brother. You know, a fellow a leather neck. You know what I mean? So in 9 with a nigga, you can't bash a leather neck, boy. They ain't gonna be on your helmet. And he do got a leather neck, yeah, leather chin strap, all that. I'm 1 minute all this shit be white, gray looking, then the next minute it's black on the seat. Bitch, come on, dog. Something ain't right with that. I never was a firm believer you can grow hair, all this hair in your face right here, but you refuse to put what you put on your face right there, and you be brushing that more than you comb this. You backwards like dog, like you walking backwards, like for real, for real. It's a shame we gotta watch how you go out. And these COVID that went out on their shield, they had real injuries. You just self destructing, nigga. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Boy, hold up. What's out with it, dog? Salute. I'm telling you, dog. I'm gonna make it though. As long as I've been by 9, 10 o'clock, I'll be good. I ain't tripping. You know, be out. Gotta get my rest, man. I got 2 more days. Today in the morning, I'm off Monday and Tuesday. I got class on Thursday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but I'm almost finished that shit. Yeah. Oh, thank you, big dog. I be, see the thing about debates, that's why I'm glad, it calmed down a little bit. I like it. It get intense. That's how it's supposed to be. But people, they sensitive, you feel me? They be trying to pull up on you and won't fight you and shit because the way you talk. And where I'm from, we don't have no complex because that's how we learned. That's how we came up. Everybody not like that, so you gotta respect people's boundaries and a lot of shit. When you deal with people like that, some people just, you know, you can say they don't play like that, but shit, man, fuck all that, man. Nigga, all in their feelings and shit. Nigga ain't got time for that shit because you losing the debate and I'm ripping your ass. Now you get mad. You better learn how to rip back, nigga. You tripping. So when a nigga win a debate and they feel like they up on you in the debate, they gonna shine on you, dog. I'm talking about they gonna bring out the laughter, the jokes, and everything. So a nigga can't really be like in their feelings with this shit. The internet undefeated, y'all know that. Whether a nigga lying or telling the truth, the internet is still undefeated, bro. So you just gotta find your lane and your niche. And I miss it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I don't go to people's channel because that's all they do. That method and they just like bring people up and that's cool. That's cool. I ain't lying, but I'm in my own lane. That's why I like doing it like this majority of the time. And I can still see the chat. If I've got your contact number, your email, I can send you the link. Boom. That's why if you go look at some of my videos, I leave my email in there for certain people to send me their email so I can log it in and I can send them the link and they can come up that way too. I have it in my contact. So it's ways that I'm learning. I'm still learning how to maneuver with this shit, get down with it though. But like I said, I'm gonna get back in the groove of it because when I had my laptop out, I was cool. It was easy for me to do. I'm already there, my phone right there. I'm on my, I had a lot more equipment. That's why I'm using my other phone right there. But I'm about to get all that back up and running like I told y'all. And then I'm gonna try to spicing this bitch up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to the nigga I wanna live. Man, this nigga crazy though. You just get on TV and I just want to live. The way you say this sound like a horror movie. Like you know Jason or Freddy about to come get your stupid ass. Or you think Michael Myers gonna get you slipping in. He ain't come across here. I don't know. Like you can't be saying stuff like that. You know the internet gonna pick up on shit like that. Nigga, yo, you were playing that man ain't get that like that. Man, stop it, boy. Listen, you could tell the way he said it. His voice head was trembling like a fucking tree and wanted to be dropping dead leaves off that bitch. That nigga was scared when he said that shit. I just want to live. Boy, that the soft you listen, you gotta read a nigga body language, bro. On some real nigga shit. And that nigga know he fucked up. They been catering to you since you was 18, my nigga. 17, since high school. All on yeah, they been popping you off. 90 million nigga deal, Hummer and all that. But you ain't no fucking money. Stop it. You in the hole, nigga. You didn't make it to the league yet. You don't get paid in high school. They say you was a man child. So we gonna front you this shit and we gonna woo woo woo. You gotta recoup all that money back. You think them 90 million was for free? You probably still paying that 90 million dollars. Come to think about it. 'Cause you say you broke, right? You ain't got no money. Which a nigga might don't believe that, but if you think about it, think about it. And they like I said, they just up and gave you 90 million. You ain't in the pros yet, you ain't in nothing, riding in school and humble. You in high school with the humble. So you in the hole, nigga. That money ain't generate no revenue like that. They cover no 90 million and all that. Boy, what they was giving you, stop it. So how deep you was in the rabbit hole? Those shit you gotta think about too. It's like on a record deal. I give you 3 million up front. Nigga, you might be a flop. You gonna buy jewelry, cars, and all that. You making it rain. Bitch, you well, no sell number 500,000. Nigga, that's gold, but it ain't no fucking 3 million. You still in the ring. Now you gotta drop 2 more L's to get up out that movie. Like, damn, nobody them nigga be crying, man. Nigga be going in the deal, man. I can't get out the deal, man. Nigga stay independent, nigga. Fuck, that's your shit anyway. Why you gonna let a nigga put a tag on and put a top on what you rapping about and your lifestyle up? What you believe, man? I don't understand these niggas like that. That's why I love the MJGs, the E balls, the weapons, the Pimp C, the before all that shit happened with him and the bun and chick went down the drain. Like the underground, man, I listen to them Fox and Mill, salute to Fox and Mill. Them dudes still eating, though. Them dudes aren't the down, man. And look, Boosie, he don't make mainstream music like that. He make club boppers and street anthems and shit like that for the streets. But Webby, he could do both. Webby still eating everything they did with Boosie album, a single. That be Webby and Fox shit. Like Wipe Me Down, that's Fox shit. Fox got a whole song, all three versions. They just made it out of fucking Trill Fam thing and put all them niggas on there and everybody go, that's Boosie song, Wipe Me Down. Featuring woo woo. I heard Fox and sold them the music and they made a deal about it. So I ain't tripping, but what I'm saying is Fox had a whole song out by itself on that whole beat. It did. And them boy be doing numbers in them little country town. Last day Ponchatoula and they go up to Shreveport and all that Thibodeau. But them boys be getting paid when they go to them little kidney circuit. Don't act like them niggas don't be getting paid. Nigga go pack a club out right now and get 15, 30 bands. Nigga don't be knowing that. Now Main Street you get what 100 for a concert. I understand that. You get 100 a show, 10 shows, nigga. Yeah, you good. That's a nice little change. You feel me? For the only 30 minutes or out that bitch. Fuck. That's good. But dog, how much money do you need, man? Give me a third of the show, boy. You tripping. Boosie told you before he went to get 100 a show. And all his old music, go listen to him. He was getting 10, 20, maybe 30. But 10 for 30 minutes? Yeah. 10 stacks for 30 minutes. Man, that bitch walk through, rip it up, say a couple of songs, boom, man, out that bitch, 10 racks in the fire. Like, come on, man. Like, you do that 10 times, that's 100 bands. Do that shit for 8, 10 years, and you dropping that heat. And you got to pay your own little lane and you making your own little burp, your little bop, you feel me? You can make some money off that shit. That's why you got that boosted stick. That nigga smart, that nigga good with that money. I ain't gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that. That bitch ain't stupid with that money. That nigga gonna put that bitch to work. And then maybe build your own community so, people do. Women could be on this bitch, yeah. Don't get it twisted. Women come pop in and pop out. He got a little thing going on with a little radio channel and shit. I'm subscribed to that boy shit. But he better be on there. But no, I'm telling you, like, I'm happy Boo be bringing him out when he do concert. They be running that old shit. See, that's what I be talking about. I be on that old shit, like that underground shit for niggas make it big. Because once you sell out and make it big, bro, they gonna change up your whole style. You gonna change up your whole skilo. And then you gonna lose a lot of people. Even though you fucking with them and they the ones pushing you, that shit be whack. Like the music don't be the same. And then you take the CEOs away, try to lock them up on some bullshit. You do that to everybody. The J Pran, why you going through what you going through? Suge Knight in jail. They ain't dash out the picture. Everybody like with the black distribution company, man, we flunked it out, Chad, dog. We the only fucking race always dry snitching and infiltrating our own people, going back telling them, man, them niggas over there trying to fly it up right now. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Niggas hold that shit, bro. Them niggas won't give up the end bread out the bread, let alone the slice of bread. So what the fuck you gonna go run telling for? Like that shit don't make no fucking sense. And you see how they on jigger stupid ass. Damn dad was killing them with them dookie plays, whatever the fuck they nigga already know, bro. Dog, at some point, my nigga, your hair only grows so long in so many years. So I had my shit about 3 years now, and my shit got a nice little lint on it, but it ain't like that. And dog, at the end of the day, I know for a fact, for real, that shit wasn't real. Cause when a nigga went to killing you and exposing, why would you cut it off? They ain't say you need to go back to the night you had with the jury and that New York swag. Then look, you back with the night the Yankee had with the jury with the shit cut off with the look. You back to trying to. It's too late, dog. You a fucking sellout, nigga. Already caught on to you. What you doing? Then you hanging with the Weinstein, they got me to picture with the niggas and shit. Stop it, bro. You niggas be quick to set out for that fucking bag, bro. You can't die with none of this shit. Why you be quick to sell out for that bag? I don't understand that. Like I said, the role player scared to fucking retire. How the fuck you scared to retire? Man, look, something ain't right with that picture, dog. We gotta investigate this shit, dog. We gotta dig deep. I'm talking about we gotta go deep undercover. You understand? We ain't gonna do no talking white shit, but we the private eye. We booking PI firm. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta be the bounty hunters. We gotta go hunt. Regulators mound up. You gotta understand what I'm trying to tell you, niggas, man. You niggas ain't don't let that shit go in your head, bro. They running a play. So we gotta put the D out there, man. We gotta pick six this shit, man. Because if we don't get in front of this shit, I need you to pay attention. We're in trouble, dog. Why is ring culture so much? We're in trouble. So this one here kind of lengthy, dog. So I'm gonna let a lot of it play, and then I'm gonna be stopping and breaking down, and then we gonna cut it off. This one here, I'm not gonna lie. This right here gonna be a show. So get your popcorn ready, and we gonna attack this shit. You feel me? Let me see. Oh my fucking! I can't believe my fucking. Can't believe this shit. Check this out, dog. Look at the title. Why the role player will never be the GOAT. Let me show y'all. Never be the GOAT. This from 2014. Remember in 2014, they lost by a record margin to the Spurs. So check him out. This shit is This shit is wild, man. It's up around the top of the morning, baby.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
It's funny. I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the all be all of everything.
I know that ain't who I think it is. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
What's the next aspect of the game you want to get better at? Individually.
Individually, winning. Come again?
You know, it's all said and done. We know free agency is coming up.
Yeah.
Can you picture yourself somewhere else?
At this point, I can't.
Timeout with 2:12 remaining. Dreams of a three-peat ending for the Heat here tonight.
12 seconds later.
LeBron James tells Sports Illustrated, quotes, "I'm going home."
This stuff is hard. And you got to stay together if you got the guts. And you don't find the first door and run out of it.
When it comes to the big three,
See, that's what I'm saying, Pat Riley. Stand on business then. Why would you just talk about you been talking to Rich Paul and all that? I don't give a fuck about that little Weezer. That nigga ain't never played no fucking sport. Nigga, my son, 23 years old, and bust Rich Paul ass in basketball. I don't know nothing about you old and all that, bitch. You know scout, bitch. Shit that, like, why does people that never played the game get all these all the positions and get to talk the game? Like, look at Nick wrong, dog. This nigga ain't played water polo. This nigga ain't did nothing. How the fuck he get on TV to talk about some motherfucking shit he know nothing about, never played, or nothing. Then you go look at Stephen Mitch ain't never did nothing like that. He can talk that shit all he want. That nigga shit water. Skip Reese, Jalen Rose and Flame Skip. He never did nothing. He ain't never played nothing. Averaging 1.5 or something. Jalen Rose looked it up. It's horrible. Like, man, where you get these niggas from? Who pay these niggas to talk this bullshit like that and then don't get no backlash from it? But see, the little small YouTube channel like us and a few other more people will be bringing that real. Y'all want to shadow ban us and hold us back because y'all don't want the truth to get out there. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think that's right, bro. Everybody deserves an equal opportunity. The land is free, huh? The Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, whatever you want to say. Why y'all trying to stop the truth? Y'all pushing y'all lies and narratives. That shit ain't right, dog. That shit ain't right, and y'all know it ain't right. We just here to. It's a debate. Remember, it's good for the TV, man. Let a nigga get their shit off.
when it comes to the big three Heat era of Chris Bosh, Wade, and LeBron James, the Heat era, this team going into 2011 was clearly the next dynasty in the NBA to dominate the Eastern Conference for years to come. As in LeBron's own words, they're going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, or even 5 championships.
You sure about that?
Now, with all that being said, looking at the big three, their depth, Pat Riley at the helm. This overall era of Heat basketball, well, they did win 2 championships. In my personal opinion, it was a bitter disappointment. As look at the record in the finals, 2-2, split it 500.
See, this is another thing I want to say before I start the video. Bro, if they'd have utilized Chris Bosh and not made him just a spot-up shooter, they could have went for it no easy. But the role player system so fucked up because it's all predicated off him getting numbers, and if somebody else get up, well, so be it. Because if you look at Mo Williams, he had nothing to do with what Mo Williams was doing when he kept the niggas in the game. I showed y'all videos of that Mo Williams out there cooking, scoring 21 and a half and shit. But he ain't got no help. You got 66 wins and 61 wins. Fuck, you ain't got no fucking help. You got the best record in the league. Man, stop it. Because your bum ass can shoot threes or shoot outside of 10 feet. So your team had to be doing some playing some type of defense, hitting some type of threes, because your bitch ass wasn't doing it. So miss me with the bullshit and the bullshit that lies in narrative. That's all I'm saying. Y'all niggas already know what it's hitting for over here. Raw and uncut. But that's when it's cooking this bum ass no line and Super Bowl looking. And they got a soul Super Bowl in the middle of his fucking head.
Their 2 losses were devastating losses. They were quite frankly embarrassing. As of course, first Dallas, LeBron James, the epic choke job. Then versus Spurs 2014 got absolutely demolished.
Did they underachieve, though, based on the talent, everything?
I think they.
King's highest NOI average.
They underachieved, though?
See, that's another thing. Fuck you mean did they underachieve? What the fuck you think, Keyshawn? You another fucking snake eater. Like a nigga don't be saying, yo. That's why they say keep your grass cut, dog. They got a lot of snakes out here when they fucking with this young man. And them niggas will hit your ass too. And they'll be on your helmet and get you shadow banned, block your channel, cease and desist, and all kind of shit to try to stop the truth, bro. Salute the angry old hoops. And that's another thing I don't like too, bro. I know there's more people to talk about in the NBA, right? But when you got a nigga like him always throwing himself in the media with the bullshit lies and narratives, you giving people something to talk about. So a nigga only debunking what you saying. So in reality, you really cooking yourself. See, like they say, the more you let a nigga talk, the more you can find out you full of bullshit. So how long this nigga been talking, proclaiming he the GOAT, and he did this, he did that, he make everybody better. Ain't nobody want nothing to the goddamn, but he ain't went nothing to the goddamn neither. So that shit go both ways. But let them tell it he make everybody a champion and a stop it, man. The lies and the narrative they spear and tell on this fucking YouTube with a social media period news channel. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Based on the talent, everything. I think they should have won 3 or 4. Correct. Like when you put that at that time, people was like they. I mean, you forget what Bron say. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. And nobody else had 3 stars, huh? Not at that level. I mean, y'all was older. Yeah, he was older, but nobody had the big 3. Everybody had like 2 stars. 2.
A decade plus now, looking back on that Heat team, them going 2-2 in the finals was in fact disappointing. Was it a failure? Couldn't say that. But disappointing, underwhelming, that's an appropriate label. And look at 2014, that loss versus the Spurs. For that overall series that season, what was the narrative after the finals? We know this Spurs team was on a revenge tour, they're destined to win, and the Heat never had a chance. That narrative in hindsight, after the Spurs won the championship, was a beautiful narrative and a storybook ending. But look at the journey to get there, it's not entirely true. Look at the Western Conference Round 1, Spurs versus Mavericks. This Mavericks team, their 2 best players, Dirk Nowitzki with 35 and Monte Ellis. This series, it went 7 games. I'll repeat that, a 35-year-old Dirk Nowitzki, the 2014 Spurs.
Look at that. So you mean to tell me a nigga in their prime, 27 years old, and the older Dallas team took them boys to 7 games, and you only got 1 game though, and you got 3 niggas in their prime? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When nigga talking about he got 4 rings and he helped this one and helped that one, 2 things you can use. He can't win without a super team. He never did. That's all he won was super teams. Check his resume. If anybody think that team in LA wasn't a super team in 2020, they got to be losing their goddamn mind. They don't have no marbles in their fucking head or nothing. Because you got to think about it. You got 4 Hall of Famers, whether they're in their prime or not, veteran skill, because as you saw when they inserted Rondo in that bubble, the offense ran way more fluid. Rondo even said and told you, look, I locked out with the role player. He ain't moved. AD had to come from way the other wing or the other corner and fade away and hit that 3 for the game win against Denver to tie that series up because the role player want that smoke. He didn't want that shot on his resume. Y'all say he clutch. But look at this, dog. Even Portland with Brandon Roy got a game. You niggas got 3. OKC, baby OKC got 2 games. That Spurs team wasn't all that. They just exposed they just exposed the real. Everybody else getting their numbers but your bitch ass. Then you pass that in this series right here. And you still got blowed out. Like I said, game 1, you talking about you got a crown like you never played in the Heat before. Oh, so you the guy you always have the great coupon. Stop it, man. Like you ain't never had regular mustard, you always had great coupon. Stupid bum ass nigga, man.
First to 7 games. The second round versus Portland, LaMarcus Aldridge, a dominant series, it was 4-1. Then it went finals with the Thunder, a 4-2 series, which in all honesty was the NBA Finals, the 2 best teams in basketball. So what's my overall point? Look at this 2014 Spurs team. Yes, a great team and worthy champions. But look at their path to the finals, path to the championship. They weren't a juggernaut and a shoe-in. to win the title from day one. And why was that? Because look at the Western Conference, it was absolutely loaded. And compared to the East, it's a no contest. 50-win teams in 2014 in the Eastern Conference. There's only two. The Pacers, then Miami. The Western Conference, I mean, get this. You have the Spurs, Thunder, Clippers, Portland, the Rock.
Look at that shit, dog. Look how he crippled the fucking East. Look all the good teams that won 50-plus games over here. San Antonio, OKC, the Clippers, Portland, Houston, Golden State, and Memphis. You only got two teams in the East, and y'all talking about because he went on 8 in a row. Man, he done crippled everything. And when he took Bosh and he left, that could have been 4 or 5 teams at least if he wouldn't have did that shit. Being honest, if you really want to, look at the shit like hindsight and be realistic about it, you crippled the whole fucking East, nigga. The only thing you got a roof on that bitch and you ain't got no walls, no sheetrock, just the studs. It's still cold and the rain still could get in there. Yeah. You would have put the foundation and put the studs up and just put the roof on there. Now you can't even put the walls and the sheetrock on there with the insulation. Stop it, man. But you could at least try to build them walls for the shit. The roof come on last. You understand? Nigga, back was like a mother thing. Crazy, bro. Look at this shit, dog. 2 teams, bro. And y'all wasn't even the number 1 seed in the fucking East. That's wild. With a baby Paul George. And y'all got 3. Paul George had y'all about 2 games, nigga, 56 and 26 to y'all 44. Man, why you did that shit, dog? You fucking sad, bro. You pitiful. Fucking role player, man. Why you think I call this nigga a role player? Dog, this nigga here, bro. Ooh-wee.
It's Warriors and Memphis. That West right there had 7 50-win teams. And look at your 8 seed, 49 wins. Even your 9 seed, 48 wins, they missed the postseason. For some context in the Eastern Conference, the 3rd seed Raptors all.
Look how weak the East was. The 8 seed was 49 and 33. And the 9 seed was 48 and 34. But the East 3rd seed was 48 and 34. Come on, dog. Come on, man. This is ridiculous, man. That's why he begging for his respect now. When he won that bubble at championship, because I got one in the West. And you ain't getting nothing. Why you ain't go back to back at least in the West? You know you want to go on the full straight like you did that week at East, but I'm just saying you could at least went back to back. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even go back to back, nigga. That's how trash your game is. But nigga ain't gonna talk about that. If your game was like, that's why I say I take D-Wade any day over you, dog. D-Wade had that little mid-range, that little flow. He wasn't scared to take those shots. Nigga, you gonna make the right basketball play. That's like if we get in a shootout, you gonna pass the gun to me. Man, what is you doing? I'm already busting. Bitch, you better bust. You gonna pass me your gun too. Yeah. Nigga, you crazy like a motherfucker. I ain't never bring you on the heights of the lick. But you gonna run to everybody's already established and still they shining they credit like you helping them like they ain't helping your bum ass neither. Like you just doing all the heavy lifting. That's a narrative. That's a bullshit ass lie. Like Tommy, a bald headed lie. You remember Martin told Tommy about the scratching his head when he asked him that he had that book. Is that down when he scratching his head, Gina, what he doing? A bald headed lie. Goddamn right. That's why I got that bald spot. The more he lied, the wider that bald spot get. I noticed that shit. This is ridiculous. But the number 8 and the number 9 seed is tied with their 3rd seed in the East because he done crippled the fucking East like that. And he going on. That's why he went 3-5. Because you can't beat the West. Then remember, you beat up on a baby Thunder, and then you really supposed to be 1-3. And if that suspension don't happen, they don't need Kevin. See, there's a lot of stipulations that now I'm looking at it. Bogan getting hurt out the blue. Now all of a sudden nigga done rolled on his leg. Man, you can't the king, the nigga who they pushing can't go down and lose all them finals. No, to be honest with you, only one finals I'm really giving y'all come to think about it. If I'm looking at it in hindsight, and that is the OKC Thunder. They had y'all head down 1-0 about to get in y'all head. And the referee had to bail y'all in game two. Like, come on, brother. I might not give you bitches nothing. And D Wade, you down bad for letting that nigga come over there to Dade County, Wade County, whatever you want to call it, and fuck up a good culture like that. A losing mentality. Come on, man. If you ain't got no heart, nigga, we don't give a fuck what you juicing up with. That shit ain't helping your fucking game. You been juicing up, missing practice, no more, nah. Sneaking out the back door and shit. Boy, Pat Riley better not bring that bum ass nigga back over there. And this video right here gonna prove the East was weak as cheese, dog. That nigga had no competition because he done crippled them. What you call them getting old? Remember this 2014, so this 6 years later, they came together in 2008, and they broke down the very next year, boss, and that's how old they was. Kevin Garnett got hurt. They had to go get old Larry Rasheed Wallace. Then your boy wound up going down. Kendrick Perkins, Young Jeezy looking at. You dig? They were driving like flies. And then a lot of them dudes left and went got their bag elsewhere. You see what I'm saying? Because they made a name for themselves making that 2008 run like the James Poe, the Leon Pope. 'Cause remember Leon Pope? He was on that Cleveland team with LeBron James. LeBron James. He was on that Cleveland team. Let's finish saying with let's see what he say right quick.
Also won 48 games.
I think I can smell shite.
Now, one more thing I do want to clarify and make crystal clear. Look at this Heat team in 2014. Dwayne Wade entering the finals was not washed. After the finals, how he played, that was a narrative. But heading into it, Dwayne Wade, on record, his most efficient season of his career. As the field, 54.5%, his highest mark ever. From two, 55.7%, again his highest, and shooting percentage, the highest of his career. Looking at 2014 D Wade, his overall counting stats points per game is were reduced due to LeBron James being the first option. We're looking at efficiency, it was.
I'm glad he said that. That's the part I was waiting on. I never seen this video, but I'm subscribed to his channel, so I be saving shit. I want to watch it with y'all first. Now check this out. Remember they said the reason why LeBron left, the role player left, because D Wade was declining 19.5. You still got 18 from Chris Bosh, 17 from Chris Bosh. You see what I'm saying? So you could have ran that shit back. You ain't had to leave. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to get the max deal now, knowing you don't deserve it. You don't play both sides of the ball no more. You're not that impactful. All that shit count. But you want the max deal, but you'll take a pay cut to go play with a super team and to play with teams that's already established, like you gonna get them over the hump trying to get the credit. See, that's all they needed with me. Man, stop it, man. I hear that nigga. Stop it. We not about to fall for the banana and tailpipe, the bullshit that you be doing. So what I'm saying is D Wade averaging 19.5 with D Wade was the number one option because y'all say he had to get off the ball and they won 2 back to back. Cool. I'm cool with that. All right, I give you that. Every boxes get hit. So if I give you that, why you didn't put D Wade back on the ball when you saw your shit wasn't working when they were beating you by a record margin? You get off the ball and make the right basketball play the other time. So give D Wade back the ball. He can open that bitch up and he could get jiggy because you see his percentages, his career high with everything because he could play off the ball. Now you drawing double teams because they know you can't shoot unless you're in the paint. So when you driving and you kicking, y'all throwing them alley oops on them little fast breaks. That's how you getting your numbers looking good. You not getting that shit through the floor of the game out the mud because you're not taking those type of shots D Wade to take. And D Wade be hitting them bitches too. Don't get it twisted. So I prefer D Wade game over your game, like I said, because he can adjust, he can play off the ball, and he can run point and get in his bag. And he can get down the lane too, just like you and yam on a nigga. But D Wade more finesse guy, and he got strength. So I don't like what he doing with his son and all that, but I'm just saying, but I was liking the nigga, bro. Dog, what D Wade did in 2006, you were only dreaming to do some shit. Down 2-0 in the big boy game, in the fucking finals. Why did they give him 1,000 free throws? He was going to that bitch knocking him down. Have you seen your free throws lately? You ain't never shot over 75, 80%, I don't think. You probably, I think you did one time, 77 is your high, but you never shot over 80%. Come on, man. That's big man shit. They say you ambidextrine and all that. So why you ain't shooting with your left hand? Because your right hand look like it's broke and you beat your meat too many times with that bitch. Your equilibrium is off with your right hand. So go to the left hand and shoot with the left hand. Kobe did it. You won't beat him anyway. Nigga like a nigga don't know.
All-time great for Wade in 2014. And look at the NBA, the top 50 scores. Based off shooting percentage, D Wade was the fourth best player in the league. The guys behind are Dwight Howard, LeBron James, and Brooke Lopez.
See that?
That right there is D Wade as a shooting guard,
number 4.
6'4", 6'5", being a top 4 player in the NBA based off scoring efficiency in the 2014 season. Now throw in one last thing. Look at the 2014 East Finals, the Heat versus Pacers. This big three combined was a nearly 60 point.
Look at that. You had a good glimpse at that. 2004 Eastern Finals, points per game. LeBron on average 22, D Wade at 19.8. So that's not no big of a fucking difference. We done gave you the ball and I'm still neck and neck with you, nigga. You supposed to be at 30, 45 points every fucking game if you need the ball like that. What you trying to pass that for? That's past that shit your offense be doing as far as the way you run your offense to make it look like you make everybody better. But you really don't, man. You ain't making nobody better, man. What the? Oh, what's up, Will? Salute, big dog. You ain't making nobody better. And D Wade ain't that far behind you. What? 3 fucking points? You at 19 point. Yeah, 19.8. You at 22.8. That's 3 fucking points, dog, for real. And I know D Wade could have got that shit if he was on the ball. D Wade would have been at 27, easy. 25, 27, easy. Your numbers would have dropped. That 22 would have went to 18 like it did in the finals when they was crying about your bitch ass band on the man. LeBron need the ball today. You see when he got the ball, they want to in the road. No, it ain't got nothing to do with it, nigga. D Wade could play off the ball. That's why they want to in the road. And when y'all talking about Nate was out the gym shot and they got their blowed out by a record more than the next year could remember. D Wade saved his ass against that young team when they played against Indiana. Indiana put them bitches in 7 games. D Wade went off in game 5 or whatever the game that was for 38 points or some change. Saved them boys. Cause what's it called about to eliminate their ass? And he had to go and get that old stupid ass layup and like he game winner. Yeah, I give you that. Nigga, you the reason why they about to get their ass smoked anyway. I'm a Heat fan, nigga. I've been watching the Heat before your bum ass came over there. I don't want you back, me. If Pat Riley bring this nigga back, I'm renouncing my throne again on my national channel right here. I renounce my throne. I'm no longer a Miami Heat fan. Nigga, kiss my ass. I mean that. For real. If they bring that nigga back, I'm gone. Ooh, look at the pelican fly. That's where I'm going. I'm going back home, man. Fuck all that. I, I'm waiting for Zion, bitch ass to leave though, so I can be fully in tune. Start covering me some Pels games and shit like that. But that bitch Zion came over there and fucked up everything, man. With his bitch ass, I don't know, the little Nestle Crunch chin ass, I don't know what he doing. He don't want to play, he want to be in New York. New York don't need you, bitch. New York just won the fucking championship. You go over there with Cannon Brunson, you can give us Mikal Bridges, OG, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart with a draft pick. If we get that, because I really want OG. So I take Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart with a couple of draft picks, bitch. James Dolan, you got it. You got it, bitch.
60 points per game. LeBron James, 22.8 points, Wade nearly 20, and Chris Bosh, 16.4. The so-called washed Big Three Heat washed Dwayne Wade prior to the NBA Finals at 20 points a game on 54.5% shooting. Looking at his overall career based on field percentage, the 4th highest in any series of his entire Hall of Fame career.
We didn't have enough.
He's a liar.
Then a sweep of Charlotte defeated Brooklyn in 5 games. Little tougher test against Indiana, but still an impressive 6-game win. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh really finishing off those series well.
So looking at Game 1, Spurs versus Heat, rematch of 2013. This final series, for a couple of reasons, was very, very important. As looking at the rematch, there hadn't been a back-to-back finals rematch since 1998 Bulls versus Jazz. And much like this series, Chicago in 98 didn't have home court advantage and was striving for the elusive three-peat. Right here, looking at LeBron's legacy this series, there was tons at stake. If he three-peats, he's just like Mike. If he beats Tim Duncan in their overall rivalry, he's up 2-1 and not down 1-2. And for someone like D. Wade, he ends up having 4 rings.
There's a lot on the line right now. That's another thing you got to think about, too. So let's break it down. Jordan went on a three-peat. He didn't have home court advantage. They was down by 3. He made the steal, a 3-pointer, and the game winner. But this nigga here, see the nigga right here? I don't know where you get him from. Where he come from? Where he come from? Yeah, that's y'all man. That's your people. Y'all don't want to be on here jeffing and cooking snake all day. I don't understand y'all, but like, we about to check it out though. Tell me what y'all don't see that I can see, and tell me what y'all see that I don't see y'all see. Cause we missing something, but maybe I need to get a new TV. I think I need some glasses though. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna hold out for a minute.
Instead of 3. So looking at Game 1, the first quarter, the Bosh, Wade, LeBron trio came out rolling. As early on, up by 5 points. At the end of one, it combined 18 points. The majority of the Heat's points coming from the big 3. The first 20 minutes of basketball in this year's finals, and it was pretty nip and tuck, close throughout the entire half. And with the Spurs side of things, that's time they really pulled away, made a run. At the end of the first quarter, the Heat went cold, missed 6 straight shots, and Spurs went 8-4 run. The side of the first half was very much competitive, a toss-up game. And looking at the Heat, once again, their big 3, their depth, showing up in big-time ways. As a front.
Yeah, look at that. Emus Real and pitched in 10. Bosh, the role player got 13, and Wade got 10. 12. 13, 12, 10, and 10. Bosh and Allen. Let's see how this play out, y'all. Let's see what the role player do since he clutched.
James had 13 points, Wade had 12, and Bosh and Allen combined had 20. So far in Game 1, looking at both teams, playing very, very well. We're looking past that. The big storyline in Game 1 so far was the AC in the arena not working.
Oh my, no AC throughout the entire building. Who cares about us, Jalen? Does it affect the players at all?
It doesn't affect the players as much as people think. You grew up playing AAU basketball, summer league basketball, playing outside. These players are conditioned to play regardless as long as there's a basketball and 2 hoops.
Larry Bird laughs at the idea that this would affect the players.
As he should, right? Okay.
You've been sweating a lot, so
Oh, yeah. I feel like pouring a bucket of water.
looking over to the Heat bench prior to that timeout, saying, "Time to get me out." Need a timeout. That's what Eric Spoelstra did.
Now, that right there for Game 1, the AC not working, was a big-time subplot. But looking at both these teams, if you're being logical, who do you think could handle it better? The Miami Heat, who have Wade, Bosh, LeBron, all guys who are in shape, good athletes. The San Antonio Spurs, at this point, were an ancient team. Tim Duncan, 38, Manu, 36, and Parker indeed.
No. Look how old this fucking team is. 38, 36, 32, and 32. Oldest team in the NBA. Dallas Mavericks was the oldest team in the NBA. And they got their whoop. What's up with them can't beat the fucking old folks on? The old nigga at the YN. What's up? Y'all say y'all have it better than ours. Now there's 2 times I done seen this nigga get his ass whooped by OGs. The YN down 0-2 when it's dealing with that nigga. So tell me what's wrong now. I need to get a new TV or what? Let me know. Because Dallas was old. Dirk Nowitzki was 49 years old when he beat the fuck out the role player. And look at Tim Duncan, 48. What's up with that, man? This man ain't much 30, and you let these old ass people beat you by a record margin, run you off the fucking court, and you crying about fucking like Jalen Rose said. I'm glad he brought that shit up. Dog, we been playing in the heat, and everybody know that fucking summer heat down south is nothing like up north. Nigga, you up north, nigga, damn near where it's snowing all that. So it ain't never like y'all summer be like 70, 80 degrees. I should be 100, 110, nigga, and we be out there in the heat, nigga, balling. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you ain't crying about cramps. Man, stop it. But you the goat. I would have took that nigga out and let that nigga in that bitch and ran into his fucking tongue got dry. Bitch, stop playing. Bitch, this fine. You rest when you get home, nigga. We got a championship to win. Why you always quick to find a way to duck out with big ass injuries and you cramping up? And remember, he made a statement talking about he had power aid. Power aid said, don't put that on us, nigga. I mean, he said Gatorade. Gatorade blasted his ass, nigga. You on that power aid. Don't put that on us. And bust this shit. He ain't had no comeback. He left that shit alone real quick. He gonna tweet that weak ass statement when they asked him that fucking question. And he tried to put it on Gatorade. Gatorade said, nah, nigga, on that power aid, bitch. That our shit don't do no shit. You seen the mic commercial, nigga. I wanna be like Bird. You still catching that ghost in Chicago? Nigga been retired for 40 years. You still trying to catch him. You ain't catch him yet? This is a crying shame, dog, what you doing to yourself, bro. This shit is ridiculous. But I'm enjoying every minute of it until you retire.
Now, in their early 30s. If you're a betting man at halftime, then the AC being a big time factor. Nobody in their right mind would think LeBron, Wade, and Bosh being more affected by the Heat than the San Antonio Spurs. But once again, this team was old, and in theory, the Heat will wear them down the longer they play. But looking at this game, virtually the exact opposite. As the Heat in the second half were definitely fatigued, and LeBron himself in the fourth quarter had cramped not once, but twice.
Broken. And it has caused some problems for players, including LeBron James. Watch him here after this shot. Looks to the bench. Second time in the game he's had to do that. And ask out. This is down at the other end of the floor. James in there guarding Duncan, and you can see that he's had all sorts of problems. We heard him on our mic earlier say that he couldn't breathe because of how hot and steamy what it is in here. It's certainly pressure. As Pop talked about it, everybody's going through the same thing. You're LeBron James, an all-time great. The great ones find a way to tell their body, not now.
A few minutes later.
It is stifling just to sit and watch. Again, fans all game long have been waving the programs. Pathetic.
What kind of physical test was it in here in this arena with the temperature being what it was?
It was significant. Yeah, it was definitely a factor. I don't know what happened to LeBron, but I think all of us are feeling the heat. We're all dehydrated. We played through it, but we win.
That right there for LeBron's legacy was the birth of LeCramp James.
As a floral designer, I love Downy Boutique Botanicals. It takes the scent of my floral world and brings it to everything I wear. It's a chic scent that fits my vibe.
Introducing Downy Boutique Botanicals. Boutique fragrances for your laundry. Downy.
That right there for
See, and this another thing I'm gonna tell y'all. You heard what Tim Duncan just said. Everybody was going through it. It was hectic in that motherfucker, but we fought through it. Came out with the victory. The heart of a champion. When you crown yourself and put that type of pressure on yourself, you have to deliver. And more often than not, that dude better be delivering. You know what I mean? If y'all gonna keep bragging about that four and trying to kill Jordan for playing with one All-Star, and he turned them into that All-Star, because the first 3 years that nigga wasn't no All-Star. But soon he played with an All-Star, or two All-Stars like he been doing with Kevin Love and Kyrie and all them. He went 3 off the back, even though he lost the other 5. But just to see what you can do with that, and Jordan having less. Just think about it. You want to talk about y'all stack top heavy and this and that, and y'all had to sign y'all roster with league minimum. What the fuck you think Jared Bushler was? What the hell you think Scott Williams was? Cliff Livingston. BJ Armstrong, fucking Hanson, the dude Hanson, Myers, Randy Brown, Bill Winnington. The fuck is that? Nigga, you had niggas on the bench like Mike Miller, Rashard Lewis, the Birdman, Ray Allen. Stop it, man. What the fuck is you talking about? Just be lying, just to be lying. I'm telling you, dog, that the more you lie, the farther your line to go back, and that bitch gonna be a river in the middle. Fuck a pine. Your line is gonna catch up with that ball spot. Just a ball headed lie. You might well go ahead and shade that bitch. You won't be charged anyway. Kobe did it. Barkley did it. Shaq. Everybody shade their shit. What the fuck you holding on for? Ain't nothing to hold on to. You breaking that motherfucker, all your scalp gonna be bleeding. What the fuck you be brushing? Like I said, dog, you be doing some weird ass shit. I think you do that because your game don't keep a nigga talking about you, so you won't do these antics and got your little minions and your little G-string sniffers out here lying for you just so they can keep your name in your algorithm and have something to talk about. But I would want somebody to talk about me because I got that killer. I'm hitting game winners, and I'm also winning while I'm doing it. All that runner up, second up. Just think about it. Kobe had a little break, but they went on a three-peat. Then he come back on another three-peat and won two back to back. Karl Malone went on back to back. Fucking Shaq went to how many fucking finals? That's what I'm saying, though. Like, and they got a better record than your motherfucking ass. And you stacked the fucking deck. So come on, bro. Let's just keep it a thou wow, bro. We can't keep doing this with the bullshit lies and narratives, bro. We killing all the lies and narratives and we putting it all on the wood. You ain't no goat. You ain't built like that. And every team that you touch is self-destruct. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every team.
That right there for LeBron's legacy was the birth of LeCramp James. And looking at game one, losing game one, not a big time deal, but at the very least, a squandered opportunity. As prior to LeBron leading this game was basically dead even, a toss up of who would win. Now, looking at game two, also San Antonio, essentially a must win game where we can't lose two straight like he did in 2011. So, the first quarter of this game, how did the Heat come out? How did they attack? Well, it wasn't great. They were lethargic, slow, and running in mud. The Spurs team firing all cylinders, looking fantastic. As Duncan in the first quarter had a game high 11 points. Looking at Wade and LeBron combined the first quarter, an abysmal 2 points, 1 of 4 shooting, and 5 turnovers. Out of the entire Wade LeBron era in first quarter scoring, that right there is the lowest total all time. It's over. We are screwed. If you look at Wade and LeBron in that first quarter, I mean, absolutely anemic, things they absolutely expected, a very heartbreaking game one loss. On the Spurs side of things, the fourth quarter game one versus the first quarter game two, almost identical. As combined, 52 points, 21 dimes, impeccable shooting, and only missed 1 3 in 2 quarters combined. This Spurs team in the second quarter, it felt like blowout city. They were going to run with the game and put it out of hand fairly early. But to Heat's credit, a very important 7-0 run to close the gap and make things manageable. And it was all said and done in the second quarter. Actually, outscored the Spurs 24-17 as San Antonio went absolutely ice cold. That right there for the Heat was a critical quarter. It stopped the bleeding and responded with some great defense and solid offense. As looking at LeBron James in the quarter, had 11 points, Bosh had 10 total, Ray Rashard had 6, and Ray Allen had 5. Looking at the first half offensive stats, no doubt solid, some good output. But look at the big time difference why this game was close. Whether the Heat's offense, but their defense. As looking at the Spurs in the first half, only 43% shooting. And of course in the second quarter, only managed 17 points. So far in game one and game two, yes, some big time runs, big time scoring bursts, but Heat almost every time respond and make things competitive. And look at the fourth quarter, again, very, very tight competitive, much like game one. And lucky for Heat fans this time, LeBron James didn't cramp up and to leave early.
James finds Allen. Anderson, reverse layup.
Made the play for Bergman.
Yeah, horses with. Parker. Parker for three. That's good. And LeBron James looking saying, are you kidding me?
Weight loss starts with a game plan. Meet Wegovy Pill, the #1 prescribed GLP-1 weight loss.
LeBron James looking saying, are you kidding me? First two have a foul to do. James kicks it out front of the box. He opens three. That's good. Touch pass from downtown. Rolling got hit in the face. Continues pass off of Duncan's fingertips. James drives down the lane, left and right up. He got tripped up. This is that Duncan the rebound. Right up on Ginobili. Ginobili behind the back, steps back to two-pointer. One go. Rebound slip it. Leon trying to get it. Miami ball. They have a foul to do. Puts it on the floor. Bounce passed away. Bounce it is.
That right there from Chris Bosh in Game 2 was some big-time clutch plays. The Tommy 3-pointer, or the good pass to Wade to put the game out of reach. Chris Bosh and his Heat career in the finals had some big-time clutch plays that are highly underrated and outright forgotten. Of course, Game 2 of this series, but also for Dallas in Game 3, with a clutch-time game winner that nobody remembers. And look at Bosh 2014.
Look at that. Chris Bosh pump fake and drove and passed that bitch to D Wade. He didn't make the right basketball play. Where the road was in that play. See, when the rubber needed to meet the road, you saw when the first time came, he made 1 out of 2. They only showed the miss. But he missed that bitch. And still could have cost them the game. He not a clutch time performer. You can't be the GOAT and ain't got no clutch in you, dog. I'm just being honest. You even said it yourself. I've been playing this way. I'm going to continue to play this way. I play that way because I make the right basketball play. That's the right basketball play to make. No, it's not, nigga. When the superstar, it's time for them to take over, I ain't never seen a nigga do what you do. You the only nigga I ever seen pass that bitch on some real nigga shit. A nigga jump over the entire Empire State Building to shoot that hole before they pass it to a role player. No, I ain't. Nah. That's your shit. You know what I mean? Playing your shit, don't put it on nobody else. What you do, that ain't the right way to play, dog. That's why you be losing. That's not winning basketball. And the only reason why you got them chips, because like I said, y'all be quick to say who he helped get chips, but y'all don't want to say who helped him get the chips, because he didn't want to play with him, or he went over there and joined them when he could have stayed his ass still where the fuck he was. He ain't had to do all that running. Nigga, you did more moving and running than anybody. But let's continue. Look at Bosh numbers though before I go. The man was in the last 5 games, Bosh averaging 21, 2, and 2, 7.2, 56 from the field goal, 50 from the 3, 20 plus points in 3 straight games. Come on, dog. In 3 games, dog. We can't do
This game, this guy was rolling, playing at all-time level as a third option. And looking at his averages, 21.2 points, 7.2 boards on impeccable shooting. Chris Bosh right here in 2014, and he hits third option, and he got a touch at the shot attempts, was capable of being a 21-7 guy on ridiculous shooting. In this era of the NBA in 2014, free the stats going crazy. That having your third option is luxury many teams simply did not have. And looking at both these teams, the Heat and Spurs, through 2 games, evenly matched, competitive, and you had to predict it's probably going 7. As looking at LeBron, in the second half of Game 2, he was in fact phenomenal, all-time great. As the half, had 22 points, and was damn near flawless. What you need from LeBron in this series is an all-timer. Not just 1 good quarter here, 2 good quarters there, but a full 48-minute game where he's locked in, aggressive, and playing on both ends. And what you can have a repeat of is the first quarter of Game 2, where he had measly 2 points and 3 turnovers. So with that in mind, looking at Game 3 in South Beach, the Heat on their home floor this season were a pretty impressive 32-9, the 5th best mark in the NBA. In the postseason, were a perfect.
Look at that. 32-9 at home. 8-0 in the playoffs and 41-9 overall. Last home playoff loss was 2013 Finals Game 1. That's crazy. They on the road. I wonder what happened.
8-0. That right there is some very important context. And look at the first quarter. This game in the first quarter was close for about 3 minutes. As once it was tied at 8 apiece, the Spurs went then on out on a 17-4 run and followed it up with a 14-5 run. And after one, we're up by 16 points. And looking at Kawhi Leonard in the first quarter, a game high 16 points. By the second quarter, the Spurs still rolling. We're now up 25 points due to Kawhi dominating on both ends of the floor.
Every Walmart Plus member knows free delivery means that unexpected guests of any size are not a problem. Carl looks like he can eat.
She's a machine. This is why I'm a Walmart Plus member. Groceries delivered free today.
I see you, boy.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value.
Dominating on.
And see, that's a myth too. Remember they said he was supposed to win defensive player to get behind because he was behind Marc Gasol when he was in Miami. They stole his defensive player of the year. Kawhi had 16 points. You know they was gonna come out because they lost that game 2 at home. So y'all split. Y'all got to defend y'all home court. Y'all 30. Y'all 41-9 all together throughout that season at home and 8-0 in the playoffs. Y'all the younger team. They the older team. You let Kawhi come out there and do that without taking the defensive responsibility. You say D-Wade needs shot. You see he ain't the same. So that's your job. You ain't going to put up the numbers on offense. At least do something on defense. But that's the myth they say. LeBron, he just, man, no, he do. That's my team. No, he wasn't. Shane Battier was guarding the harder defender. He was just a wrong one. He wasn't doing nothing. Go watch those games, bro. I don't see how he was second in defensive player of the year that year. Because I ain't seen nothing he did that was spectacular. What is the chase down block? That's all you got to know. You don't be stealing that thing like that and going dunk that hole and transition buckets like that. You get a little block in there, but that's about it. I'm just being honest, dog. Nigga be cooking your ass, man. They up by 16. Kawhi got 16. Even though you play point guard, nigga, you play small forward. Kawhi play small forward. Shooting guard. That's your position. Check somebody. Guard that nigga. You almost want to fight over the screen. You want to go underneath. I mean, yeah. Come on, man.
Both ends the floor.
San Antonio. Leonard again aggressive. Has struggled so far in the series and for much of the playoffs. Leonard again shooting and nails the three-pointer. Bottom line against Boston. And came up with a big jump on the road in game 2. Parker looking. Leonard another three. Leonard. Wild pass out to Mills. Patty Mills finding Leonard in the corner. That's a three. Kawhi Leonard. Most points he's ever scored in any quarter in his great career. Leonard gets it back, makes the three. James closes out on him. Leonard shoots and hits.
That first half by Kawhi right there was an absolute carry job. And compared to game 1 and game 2, we're largely out of the offensive flow. Game 3 was the Kawhi show, him finally taking over. And looking at that 25-point lead, at this moment what you're thinking is the game is out of reach and it's effectively over. And that's technically not true. As looking at this Heat team, they made numerous runs. As coming out of the halftime break, got down to 15 points, and they ended the third quarter actually had a single digits at a 9-point lead. So the Heat right here, very much in the game, in striking distance. And look at the second and third quarters, the Heat's offense. Who was carrying them, leading this comeback? Was it LeBron James? Unfortunately not. As Dwayne Wade at 15 points, for Charlotte.
Exhibit A. When the rubber need to meet the road, second and third quarter, game 3. D-Wade, Rashard, Bosh, Allen, and Coles. And this nigga, what, 5th in scoring? But he the GOAT. I told y'all don't mess with your life, man. Oh, you was? You was watching the series the other day? Salute, Freddie G, man. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. This dude here, bro.
Bush had 9, Bosh had 7, Ray and Cole had 5, and LeBron only had 4. Now, why is that important? Look at LeBron's first quarter. He came out blazing, 14 points off rip. But compared to Kawhi Leonard, outscored 16-14. In the next two quarters, LeBron James really did nothing. He's being carried by a supporting cast. And watch this game. What I'm thinking for LeBron in the moment is, he's saving his energy resting for the fourth quarter for a big-time push. But for Heat fans, that fourth quarter, unfortunately, the repeat of the second, third quarter, and not a sequel to that great first quarter.
Kicks it back out, back to Norris. Green on the drive. James running him left-handed and long. What a beautiful shot from Green. Looking for James Parker on a double team. Into the post. And a travel. Lifted his pivot foot. Leonard right up on James. 8 to shoot. James puts his head down, drives to the baseline, shut off nicely. Stolen by Green. Allen on the switch, and Kawhi Leonard attacks a bad angle closeout. James against Leonard, lost the ball. Picked up by Parker. Parker back out Green. Green launches it up to Duncan. Touch pass, Leonard blocks the foul from a hunchback. It's a head start. Uses Duncan's screen. Leonard on the drive. Kicks it back out. Parker for three. Puts it in. Tony Parker from downtown. Leonard with 5 to shoot. Full stop. Leonard with 2 to shoot. Drives. Off balance. Draws the foul on James. As the shot clock was expiring, he's still one of the top players in the game. James drives. Layup misses. Diallo the rebound.
I ran into dozens of people, and I asked every one of them, who wins tonight? Everybody said the Heat will win and win easily last night. Everybody who came here thought the Heat would win yesterday.
Oh, Black Room. I'm gonna leave it in the comments, Black Room, so you can hit me up on the email.
I thought the Heat would win. You thought the Heat would win. For LeBron right here in a critical Game 3, you go up 2-1 or down 1-2, the performance he gave was pretty lackluster. In all honesty, post that first quarter, it was shades of 2011. As look at his overall stats, 8 points, 7 turnovers, 4-8 shooting, 0 of 2 from deep, with a worst plus-minus.
Look at this nigga number, dog. When I tell you can't rely on him in the clutch. 8 points, 4 for 8 from the field, 0 for 2. 3 turnovers in the fourth. You got more turnovers than made shots. You got 7 turnovers and 4 made shots. Man, get this role player off my TV, and you holding the league up for what? Boy, this is ridiculous, boy. Look at these numbers, boy. Boy, I've been watching these videos for a long time, boy. They is killing you, dog. Like they killing Charleston White now. Boy, you can't breathe, boy, and I'm helping him. You better be Jason Voorhees, know how to live underwater, because I'm going to drown the shit out your ass. Believe that.
Of any Heat start. Look at LeBron's overall counting stats. 22 points. No, not a terrible game. But look at the context of the game, how bad he was post that first quarter. That makes it much more damning. And look at the fourth quarter. Putting up 4.3 turnovers for MVP player, you expect more.
You've got to do better.
And look at Dwayne Wade, the so-called washed Wade. This guy in Game 3 was, in fact, Miami's best player. And credit Kawhi Leonard, the second best player in this game, as Wade at 22.
Look at D. Wade. 16 in the second half, 22 in Game 3, 2 assists, 2 steals, 8 for 12. Look like D. Wade should have been taking more of the shots. But they said this bum-ass nigga need the ball. See how they be lying? See how they be lying? If Wade would have kept the ball in his hand and did what he did and rolled the wheel, they might have would have been 3-1 instead of 2-2. They could have went 4-0 instead of 2-2. But no, he need the ball. Boy, they be lying like a motherfucker to y'all. No, he need the ball. They be lying. They be lying like a motherfucker to y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you, though. This shit is crazy, though. D. Wade, the best player in that series behind Kawhi Leonard. You just heard the man. Numbers don't lie. Y'all like numbers, huh? Analytics, my ass.
Points on nearly 70% shooting. And look at the second half, 16 points, and the catalyst for multiple big-time Heat runs. Right now in the moment, looking at D-Wade in these finals, not all-time great 06 or even 2011. But for second option, doing his job. Look at these stats right here. Wade's does 10 playoff games in 2014 postseason. Scoring average, 20.
Let's check out these numbers. 20 and 2, 54, 41 from the 3, 88 from the free throw line, 25 plus games. In the 5 games that they played, he scored over 20. In the last 10. Of that season. Now, I don't know if that's counting the Eastern Conference in the playoffs, because they went down 4-1 in that, so that's the last 5 games of that series. But they still give a nigga 20 points a game on 54% shooting, and 41 from the 3 and 88 from the free throw line. How you can't win with that? Scottie Pippen wasn't giving Jordan that at the second option, and you still had boxing. You still got your head beat, gentlemen swept like that by a record margin. Man, get this fucking role player off my TV, man. I'm tired of telling y'all that. Man, it's a goddamn bummer.
8.2. From the field, 55% shooting. From the 3, about 40%. And per line, almost at 90%. D-Wade in his last 10 playoff games scored 20 plus 5 separate times. So saying he was washed, past his prime, actual output, that's simply not true. Because, of course, in Game 3, having 22 points, he was the Heat's actual best player. Now, speaking of 22 points, look at LeBron James and that number, 22. Why is that important? If you look at Michael Jordan's finals career, 35 total games. His lowest scoring game ever was, in fact, also 22, which means Jordan, 1 out of 35 games, reached that mark of 22 points. If you look at LeBron's finals resume, including 07, 2011, 12, 13, and now 14, LeBron's games 22 points or under have now reached 10 times in a mere 20 finals games. As versus Spurs in 07, scored 14. Dallas.
So 2007, less than 22 points a game or less. 2007, 1 time. 2011, 4 times. 2013, 3 times. And y'all won that one in 13. 1 time in 2014. So you out of 20 games, 10 of them games, you ain't scored 22 points or more. That's crazy work. That's crazy.
In 4 straight games, had 27, 8, 17, and 21. Versus Spurs 2013, the first 3 games was subpar. In 18, 17, 15. Then with 2014, this game had 22 points. If you look at LeBron's finals career right here, having these bizarre dud finals games happens pretty frequently. If you want to ask the question, why were Jordan's Bulls undefeated? Why did LeBron's team struggle in the finals? That right there is a big-time reason. MJ on the biggest stage was super, super consistent. LeBron James, has had some great final series. But if you're talking upper echelon consistency, Michael Jordan is something on another tier compared to LeBron James. You ain't lying. And look back at the Spurs versus Heat Game 4 in South Beach. This game for the Heat was in fact do or die. As they go down 3-1, the series is effectively over. And look at this Heat team in the Big 3 era. They hadn't lost back-to-back home games in the postseason in nearly 3 years. So Game 4, a do-or-die game for the Heat. If you're a betting man, you say Miami, pulls it off, ties it 2-2. But look at the first quarter for LeBron James, more the same. As defensively, just got to say it, he was playing losing basketball.
Chalmers looking to get going. Layup, misses, rebound. Tip. Diao has it. A lot of talk last couple of days about Chalmers' struggles. Leonard's beautiful feed to Duncan.
Hotels.com is where you go to choose from hundreds of thousands of hotels and earn rewards on every stay. It's exactly what...
Y'all watch the Red Arrow and tell me what kind of defense this is. And you're talking about you second in Defensive Player of the Year award? Man, stop it, man. Y'all Marcus Gasol stole the Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, stop it, man. See, the tape don't lie, bro. So, like I said, I might not need a new TV. Y'all niggas might need a new TV. So stop sniffing this nigga like y'all be sniffing it. Because something ain't right. Shit ain't adding up, Charlie.
Marker again gets in the paint. open here in the playoffs. Despite being the oldest at 38, Green, another three-pointer. James lost it off the dribble. Leonard, good quick pass ahead to Mills. Battier in pursuit, but Patty Mills too quick.
That right there from LeBron James in the first quarter of a do-or-die game, must-win game, was absolutely pathetic. And those defensive plays on the stat sheet really did not show up. Subpar pick-and-roll coverage, lackluster effort, letting guys beat you off the dribble numerous times, finding shooters, stuff like that in an NBA Finals game is crucial.
I think if you're Miami, if you looked at both of these teams to start this ball game, you would guess that the Spurs was down 2-1. The way that they're battling and competing. And if you're Miami, you've got to find a way to get the spark in this building. Leonard, the drive, and finish.
Need Miami to show more passion right here, Mike. A lot more passion.
Pass the box, a turnover, that's number 6. And when you're talking about passion, it starts with your best players. And looking at LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, they've got to be much better. And they've got to play with more passion on both sides of the basketball.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
20 in the first half of a finals game. But San Antonio's defense has been much, much better. Mills, not that time. Leonard on the follow. Kawhi Leonard.
That's your man, sucker. Why you ain't do nothing, man? You let the man run from the 3-point line and catch an alley-oop. You're already down by 20. Now you're down by 22. Where's the defense everybody be talking about? This in this prime on the super team that you build in the biggest stage of them all, in the goddamn finals, and you out there looking like JJ. Lost in the sauce. Can't even get the meatball out. You done put too much sauce in there, you can't find the meatballs. See, cheaters never win, bro. You out here cheating the system, stacking the deck at an all-time high. You got the big joker, little joker, ace, king, deuces, wild, jack, and queen. And you still don't know how to run the hand. That's pathetic, though. That's a Boston, and you still ain't get 10. You lost 10, but you ain't get the 10. The way they talk about you, dog, you supposed to be undefeated down there. I ain't lying, dog. If John could do it, you say you better than him. No, just think about it. Somebody posed a question. I forgot what channel that was on. I'm going to think about it, though. And it was like, do rings count? So if rings don't count, there's a lot of people better than a role player. But because you got rings, and then the reason why they was talking about it, because they was doing a video on, he's saying rings don't matter. Rings ain't the end all be all. But you stacking the deck to get them. You ring chasing to get them, but they ain't the end all be all. All that fucking lying you be doing, man. Just stop it, bro. Like, you the Charleston White of basketball. You tell so many lies, you forgot about the first one. And then you do the opposite when you talking in front of different people. Like you read the Malcolm X book, and you can quote The Godfather because you watched it 9 times, and you can't do none of it, nigga. You can't read the lines in the book or quote a line of the movie. This shit is crazy. Shit is crazy, man. But this is what we gotta go through, though, y'all. So we gotta fight for them youngsters to get ahead, but let's keep exposing his bum ass nigga since he gonna hold the league up. I mean, they can't make the schedule because of his bum ass. So we want us to talk about him. So let's talk about it.
Throws it down, and it's a 22-point game.
Now, for LeBron's overall play this game, looking at the stat sheet, where he really padded his numbers, made it look more impressive than they actually were, was in the third quarter. As LeBron in the third quarter had 19 points on 7 of 10 shooting. That right there, just in a vacuum, is a phenomenal quarter. But look at his stats, a day late and dollars short. As Miami at this point was already down by 20. And look at LeBron's 7 baskets in that third quarter. The first one, down by 19. The second one, down by 19.
Damn.
Third one, down by 19.
Damn.
Fourth, down by 17.
Damn.
Then down by 24,
Damn.
24,
Damn.
and 24.
Damn.
Look at LeBron's overall numbers, impact on winning.
some Pringles. And there are a lot of flavors I like, but this will be my forever favorite.
Bitcoin exposure is just a few clicks away. Meet iBit. No wallets, no keys, no.
Look at LeBron's overall.
And the reason why he stopped when he had that good full quarter, he scored 19 points, one turnover, because he still was a -5. So it ain't do no damage. It's like garbage time, like y'all say about everybody else. He stat padding. If they getting blowed out, why is he still in the game? You know what I mean? Shit like that. So you out there stat pad, you know, about 20 plus. That 19 ain't put a dent in that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And he just counted off all them 7 baskets that was in the third quarter. You're down by 19, 19, 19, 17, 24, 24, 24. God damn, boy, what the fuck you was doing?
Numbers, the impact on winning was minimal at best. And what do you go back to? That first quarter, first half, LeBron James being absolutely anemic. When LeBron turned on.
Now, this the role player I know. You got to get to him. He gonna show up first half of game 4, -15, 9 points, 2 turnovers, damn near more shots again. Why you over your turnovers and your shot making ability always be around the same thing? You either gonna have 7 turnovers, 6 made shots, 4 made shots, 3 turnovers. It always be close. Like it don't never be no big old disparity. Like what's wrong with you, son? You can't comprehend what you need your helmet on when you ride the bus. I'm gonna start putting the helmet on your seat then, bro, because I really think you slow. You look slow to me. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't here to talk about nobody. You understand? But I'm just putting that out there like that though. You do look a little slow. You seen your son lately? You don't know whether to clap, chill, or just look. I don't know, but it's just in your genes, my nigga. I guess.
This game, it was simply too late. Looking at the stat sheet, you wouldn't know that. But watching the games, it's very, very apparent.
The Miami Heat got beat down last night. They've been beat down the last 2 games in Miami. And I think the thing that has gotten me, and I'll say it, depressed, is the fact that they were tired in the second quarter. In the second quarter, I saw LeBron James looking spent. The rest of the team looked tired. And it wasn't because they were older and older than San Antonio and that was it. No, Greg Popovich went like this. Patty Mills, Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. And it didn't matter what the Miami Heat did. Popovich insisted that they pushed the tempo. And because of it, Miami literally looked like a team starving for an oxygen mask.
Now, for this series now being 3-1, basically over, ask the question, why did he lose this series? Where did it go wrong? If I had to pinpoint a stretch where it went wrong, I think it's Game 3 post the first quarter and the first half of Game 4. As in the spot quarters in total, LeBron's overall output was piss poor. As in total, 7.
Exhibit B. Finals, third quarter, Game 3, and first half in Game 4. 17 points. So you played a quarter in Game 3, third quarter in Game 3, and the first half in Game 4. So with the full quarter in Game 3, I guess that was your 2 best quarters. Suppose that. I don't know. Well, let's just go with that. Then. I'm trying to help y'all best I can because this is a fail right here. All that red on there, that's an F like a motherfucker, my nigga. 17 points, like I say, 9 turnovers, more turnovers than made shots. You shot the ball good, 7 for 15. You went 2 for 5 from the 3, but you was still a -20. Like, come on, man, what we talking about? Like, the boy have no impact on winning, man, nothing whatsoever. But y'all want me to believe that he helped AD get a ring instead of AD helping him. Y'all want me to believe he helped Kyrie and Kevin Love get it right instead of them 2 helping him. You want me to believe he helped D Wade, which was already a champion, and Chris Bosh, an upcoming superstar, all-star talented player. He helped them get it right, and they ain't help him because last time I checked, he bricked and Chris Bosh saved his ass again and kicked it to a real 3-point shooter. You understand? I just don't know, man. It ain't adding up to me, man. Somebody lying. Somebody is lying. Y'all niggas need to stay out that blue oyster ball. Because guess what? Every time y'all go on that blue oyster ball, y'all come out talking and thinking like this here. saying this young man is the GOAT. And I don't see it though. I don't see it. Especially through James Lamont looking at it. That nigga got a 1970s mustache. It's just 2026. You walking around with a 1970 mustache with them old ass fucking truck turner sideburns. Get the fuck out of here, man. With that bent up ass gas station hat you be wearing.
15 points, 9 turnovers, 315 shooting, and 2 of 5 from deep. His plus minus with an absurd minus 20, the lowest any starter on either side. Again, look at LeBron in Game 4 and Game 3. Dr. Jekyll versus Mr. Hyde. One quarter, nearly 20 points, on fire, berserk. Then the next quarter, he's anemic, has about 3 points. Looks like 21 LeBron James versus the Dallas Mavericks.
I thought Kawhi really bugged LeBron, and LeBron looked a little 2011 finals-ish, the way he was kind of reacting to some of the defenses there. But the big picture thought, just feel this is starting to remind me of the 2004 finals, where Detroit won Game 1, the Lakers won Game 2 in a dramatic way, and we're like, oh, they're fine. They got Shaq and Kobe. They'll be the Lakers. Game 3, San Antonio dominates. They're dominating this one. If you remember 2004, Detroit's defense just took over, turned that finals around. It's starting to feel like that's happening here with the San Antonio offense.
Again, look at that 5-quarter stretch. Post the first quarter of Game 3, the first half of Game 4. After the Heat team, the series was lost, they let go of the road. If LeBron in those quarters actually showed up as more consistent, this series could be 2-2 going back to San Antonio. Due to LeBron's player lack thereof, they're down 3-1 on the verge of getting smoked. And look at the first quarter of Game 5. Here's one telltale sign LeBron James did in fact cost the Heat in Game 4. LeBron in the first quarter of Game 5, the mentality flipped just like that. As an effort.
That go y'all king right there, boy. First quarter, Game 5, 17 points, 0 turnovers, 5 for 7, 2 for 3 from the 3, plus 9. Now, that look like the role player right there, boy. Oh, he cooking, huh? He cooking like a motherfucker. So that's the first quarter. Let's see how he finish, y'all. Don't get too hyped yet. I'm telling you, you gonna drive like the coyote running after the road runner. Beep, beep.
Scores 17 points on 5 of 7 shooting. LeBron once again had one of those quarters where he's playing 10 out of 10 basketball. That for this series is one thing you gotta give LeBron credit for. Yes, had some quarters where he faded away with 12 LeBron James. Other quarters, he was on fire. And look at Miami this game early on, up 18-5, and they were rolling. Now, like we saw over and over again, when LeBron goes berserk in one quarter, the next quarter is pretty lackluster. This game, the script didn't change. As LeBron in the second quarter had 3 points, 1 of 5 shooting, and the Heat were now down by 7 points.
Splitter isolated. James steps back. In the finals, he's averaged 27.5 per game. He shot 60%, but he also has more turnovers than assists, and his defense, like the rest of his team, has not been the usual Miami Heat defense. And he understands he's got to be better. It's not look around and whose fault is it? No, you're the best player on the planet. You've got to be better. 4 to shoot. Fights over another screen. James picked up by Duncan. Drive and misses. And Leonard up on him. Lewis sets a good screen. James drives, can't finish. Leonard the rebound. Leonard for 3.
Honesty has always been our policy, but the choir's new.
Leonard for 3. Hey! Popovich starting in Game 3. James.
You know, I thought LeBron did his 8-plus game in the first quarter. That was everything he had in the tank. San Antonio withstood it, and then he ran out of gas in the second quarter. I think they missed their shot.
If you watch the first quarter Game 5, look at LeBron James. I mean, it's LeBron James at his absolute best. And what you're envisioning is a 98 Jordan scenario where he puts a team on his back and carries them to victory. LeBron in the first quarter was channeling 98 Jordan. But looking at the second, third, especially fourth quarter, this guy's energy, just effort, fell off a cliff. You want to call it fatigue, wear and tear, I don't know what you call it. But look at LeBron post that first quarter. I mean, something definitely happened. I was being very...
So the first quarter, he had 17 points on fire. Now look at the last, well, he was a plus 20, plus 9, no, plus 9. Now look at the last 3 quarters. I told y'all don't get too happy. Clark Kent was gonna show up again. I'm telling you. You think he met the Joe Clark? If the Clark don't play, nigga think he Joe Clark. I think he could get the hands off the door. They caught your ass that time. 3 quarter right there broke it back. You hurt you in the room bad. Turnover good, but I'm just saying, man, you had 17 in 1 quarter and just fell off a cliff. Like I said, like the coyote. He trying to run so fast the road runner hit brakes on his ass. Nigga flew right off the cliff. -25. How you go from a +9 to a -25? How you go from 17 in 1 quarter, 14 in the last 3? It just ain't adding up, man. You get it like that. You know how boxers, the tail of the tape, you got first 6 rounds, that's it. You got the football first half, second half. You got basketball first half. Baseball, you got 9 innings. So how would you want to divide the 9 innings? Every 3, you know what I mean? Every 4.5. You still got, 2. You got time to make up, a time to do good and do bad and shake back. But this nigga, I don't know, but he can't put a game together to see his own ass look like. And that's sad, bro. That's the sad part.
You're very cynical. I feel LeBron posted the first quarter, did in fact quit, and gave up on the Heat in this series.
Big picture, LeBron James, he lacks all-time great intangibles. He's got all-time great talent, but when it is time to show killer will, I don't see killer will. I didn't see killer will last night, second quarter or third quarter. His intangibles are lacking on the highest level. The Larry Bird magic.
I said, when you look at Jordan, he's in another stratosphere. When you look at Kobe and the kind of career he's had, to me, he's in another stratosphere in terms of that killer instinct.
For this 2014 Finals Series, 15 years later, look at LeBron's overall play versus his stats. They tell 2 completely different stories. As again, look at LeBron's numbers when he got them when they came. The majority of times in garbage time, in the first quarter, off rip. Game 3 and Game 5, almost the exact same script. LeBron in the first quarter comes out blazing. The second quarter tails off. The third quarter is in the background. And the fourth quarter, you don't know where he went. That's what LeBron in this series was his biggest problem. He rarely ever had a solid quarter, or he's just average LeBron James. He's either great all-time level, or in the basement playing piss poor. That in this series was a big-time difference maker. LeBron James was super, super inconsistent when the games were actually within reach. Long story short, 2014 Finals, the stats definitely lie. Is it as bad as 2011? Of course not. Nothing is. But looking at this series, LeBron's hands aren't squeaky clean. He's not absolved of all the blame. And here's one thing you got to add in there. When teams going for a three-peat, what it takes is an all-time performance from a superstar player to reach another level. For example, look at 98 Jordan putting the team on his back. That, to me personally, was the greatest carry job of all time. As that Bulls supporting cast, what they gave him was 54.5 points per game to the Jazz in the finals. LeBron supporting cast this series, and they outscored that Bulls team by 10 points per game. And down even further. Look at Michael Jordan 98, what's responsible for? For his Bulls team, 38.0, one of the highest marks in finals history. LeBron for the Heat, only at 30.8. For Michael Jordan 98, the offensive burden he was carrying was immense, one of the biggest burdens of all time. LeBron 2014, yes, was carrying a burden, but unlike Jordan, couldn't be all-time great to get the Heat over the hump. If you want to look at sidekick players, Jordan's wingman, LeBron's wingman, Pippen 98 wasn't just old, his back was breaking down. As Pip that series, 15.7 points per game.
Check this out. Look at Pippen in 98. 15.7, 41 from the field, 23.1 from the three. Poor numbers. 15.7, good. Then look at the last 2 games, 5 and 6. 7 points a game because he had the backfire. So remember, Jordan had to go off for 45 in one of them games and score damn near more than half of their points for them to win. Why the role player can't do that? I forgot he ain't got no bag. My bad, my bad. But let y'all tell it, that nigga cold as cheese, though. And no cheese supposed to stay cold and I ain't buying something. Damn, but damn. Y'all, man, the numbers don't lie. Y'all been Pippin. Shit, Pippin missed half of that fucking season right there. John still was top 2, top 3 in the whole NBA in record wise, and he still brought his team to the fucking championship and won that bitch. D Wade was averaging more than 15.7 and had better shooting percentage than 41 and 23. And he ain't averaged no 7 points the last 5 games, whether he was hurt or not. I don't give a fuck. So why he ain't get it done? How the fuck he get beat by a record? Well, I told you I got ammo for days. Don't make me go get that drum out the room. I'm telling you. It's getting real ugly. I'll go to work off a flight cooking this nigga. But this nigga trash, man. Like Bub said, but you know my shit is shit water. This nigga shit water like a motherfucker. Shit water USA. I'm telling everybody, I know it's the summertime. Go to Slitterbound, Water World, wherever, Disneyland, Disney World. I don't give a damn where you go. Just don't go to shit water USA. Just don't go there. It's gonna rub off on you.
41% shooting from deep, couldn't hit anything. Pippen to close that series was in his last legs. And what did Jordan do? Hit him on the finish line and complete the repeat the second time in 8 years. That right there is a big time difference. When Jordan's supporting cast faltered, they were injured, they were quote unquote washed. He still got the job done, got the Bulls over the finish line. LeBron in that scenario, the defending champions, rarely, if ever, did that. As looking at his record as defending champion, he's an abysmal 1-3. Mike is a perfect 4-0.
I'm undefeated, never lost.
If you're going to compare the LeBron legacy versus the Jordan legacy, here's one big time difference. When Mike got to the finals, he seemed invincible. LeBron in the finals, no doubt felt beatable, as numerous times he had faltered and fallen woefully short. And look at the 2014 finals, the overall point differential. To this day in league history, the biggest gap all time, the winner versus the loser. As Miami the series was in the
Look at this, the largest final point differential. That nigga up there twice. In 2018 and 2014. Look at the other two. In the 60s. Nigga wasn't even motherfucking born. Boy, you the go to losing, boy. You ain't the go to winning in nothing. Boy, you losing in everything. Everything. You hear me? But I ain't gonna bore y'all, man. I'm about to go take me a shower and I'm gonna finish this. Cause I just got a red beep on my phone. That bitch about to go dead. But there you have it. Part 2, we done with this era. And definitely be done with this role player. And let me tell you this before I get off here. If a nigga wanted to sign him, he'd have been signed by now. So Adam Silver, you can't come out with that publicity stunt like a nigga waiting on him so you can start. Man, do the schedule, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck me waiting on him for. You waiting on that I just showed you? Nah, we ain't doing that. No. You gotta wait on that. You might as well get Section A or get food stamps. And I don't think they do that like that no more. But they seen niggas done took over with that shit. You see what I'm saying? Buying houses off the shit and everything. They don't want nigga to win. But then all of a sudden they keep throwing this bum ass nigga in the nigga face, want him to win. You can't win. He must be married to Adrian, because Adrian tell you in a minute, you can't fucking win. You know the boys supposed to do come back as another slip slapper. Like, hit that like, share, and subscribe, man, and please leave a message in the comment. I'm gonna leave my email in the comments so y'all can go ahead on and leave me y'all information so I can be bringing y'all up on the show. Because I like this version right here. I can bring people up, you know what I mean, and let y'all get y'all shit. Only one at a time though. It ain't like that stream, y'all, where you bring 9 niggas up, everybody hiding over each other and all that. No. We're trying to do professional interviews over here. Let people get their shit out, whether we agree with them or disagree with them. You know, it's just good content, bringing different perspectives. Everybody ain't supposed to agree. I know people ain't gonna agree with me on this video, but the numbers don't lie. You don't like numbers. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. You understand? But look, it is what it is, man. Salute. Good morning, Eric, baby. I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute, man. Let me go wash up and give me a little, cause that 9 o'clock be coming around like it. That's why I hate working overnight, Jay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really be like doing it overnight shit. I like to go to work the same day, get off the same day. I be getting crossed up when I go to work on Tuesday, get off on Wednesday. I be like, damn, if they still Tuesday, wake up, it's fucking Wednesday, about to be Thursday. But you don't go to work to 9 and then 3 hours before the next day starts, so your whole day be gone because you been in this bitch in the fucking coma, sliding and shit. You know, feel me? No one won't get up use the bathroom. That fucking sleep be so good, but y'all know what it's hitting for, man. Like I said, hit that like, share, and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm gonna leave my email soon when I get off this thing. Top of the morning, all y'all that gonna be able to watch this video. I do long streams so y'all can have some of jokes at work. That's the only reason why I do. Boys, come back, watch it, have an hour, then come back, watch another half, do 20, do 15, whatever you need to do to get through the video. That's why I do long streams for the people that be at the workplace, trying to pass to their 8, 10, 9, 12 hour, whatever they do. That's why I do long streams, man. Know the Bus Sports News, and I'm out.